Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Right in the middle of Halloween time here, it is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming, and you are joining us for our third session of Halloween one-shots, as we are in mid-October by the time you're hearing this. I am your host, the Great Unclean One, and I welcome you. As always, before we get started, be sure you stop by Facebook page for all the latest news of the show and the podcast. Check us out on YouTube, where we've got our video content. Leave us those 5-star reviews on Apple Podcast and iTunes. Help us grow the channel. And if you are so inclined to help support the show further, consider joining the Patreon. I've got some good, cool perks you can get there and help support the show a little bit more, which is always helpful. Yeah, that's about it. No big shout outs this week. We'll have some more shout outs on our Tale of Four Gamers. New friend I made, I think, from over in Sweden. But we'll get to that next time. So anyway, we've wasted enough time trying to get prepped tonight, so we're just going to dive right in. You are joining us for another one-shot celebrate the greatest holiday of all other than my birthday. That is that, of course, of Halloween. And tonight, we are switching it back to the grim world of Grim and Perilous Adventure of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition. We're going to be playing through the one-shot Hell Rides to Hallt. And tonight, once again, I am stepping past the GM's, out of the GM seat, and Kyle, our very own Kyle, is all grown up. He is going to take a crack. This is going to be his very first game ever running as a GM, so everybody be nice. We'll help him through if we have any trouble. So I will be playing tonight, but I'll also be assistant GM, so if things start to go disastrously wrong, I can help Kyle put the wheels back on the bus. But you have all my confidence, Kyle. I'm not worried in the slightest. You've done more prep work than most people, so I'm sure we're going to be fine. Anyway, yeah, we're here. We'll go a round of introductions of who's playing tonight and tell us who you are controlling and a little bit about that character. And then we will dive in. So we'll start it off with Sean.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm Sean, and I will be playing Milo the Dashing Duckweed. Okay, he is a halfling. Milo is the self-appointed leader of the Four, though the group allows it as the halfling is the most charming and charismatic, preferring diplomacy and tact over fighting. Milo has gotten his compatriots out of many situations in their travels together. While quick with his tongue, Duckweed is just as swift with his sword should negotiations fall short. While Milo swears everyone who meets him loves him, among the Four only Morathic seems to truly enjoy his presence rather than tolerate it. The halfling calls his elven friend Mo for short, insisting it's a beloved nickname.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell the listeners before we get started?
No, we're good.
All right. Well, we will move it on over to the Frog. He is back for round 2 of the Halloween specials.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, and today I'll be jumping into the boots of Kruger Kaufman. He's a master coachman and a force of nature when it comes to black powder weaponry. He's good at driving and roadsmanship, everything you'd hope a coachman would be as he drove around town before joining the Four. He's kind of a gruff fellow but has a soft spot for his companions. It says here at the end, especially the halfling.
All right. Anything you've been up to lately you want to share with our
Not too
lovely
much.
audience?
I got a handful of hours of Starfield in earlier this week since I have the Xbox Game Pass thing, so I'm already paying for it. So it's like, let's check
cool.
this guy out.
Yeah, how is it?
That's neat. That's kind of like Skyrim, but in space.
Hell yeah. All about those space operas. Good shit, man. All right, and we were going to have Tim here tonight. You guys would remember Tim from our Alien game that Sean ran 2 weeks ago, my past GM from another life. Unfortunately, literally last minute tonight, about 2-3 hours before we were going to play, Tim sent me a message. He had some sort of family emergency that he had to buck out for. So luckily, I put out the call to arms to several people, and our savior, your resident Telian, has returned to deliver us in this time of need. Welcome back, Tyler.
Guys, you get a Lavope back for tonight, but he is not going to play a Lavope. He's going to play a German named Dieter the Ruin Brun. They all have really badass names, Kyle, I will say.
Yeah.
These guys are way badass. So Dieter is a master bounty hunter, not just a regular bounty hunter, master bounty hunter. He's very serious. He's helping out this group to get some more money, but he usually hunts alone. And his crossbow is his wife, basically, from what I'm reading. It says that his companions see him talking to it late at night. So, yeah, I'm very excited to play this character.
Kind of like a Negan with his baseball bat. Does the crossbow have a name?
Not in here, but I'm gonna think of one. How about like a Bertha? It seems like
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. What have you been up to, man? Anything exciting? It's been a little while since we've talked to you. A whole week.
Like a whole week. Well, guess what happened in that week? The first 10 Saurus of my new 2023 Lizardman army have been put together, and the models are fantastic. I can't wait to paint them. My biggest problem, honestly, is I can't decide on color schemes. There's so many things I want to do with all these characters, and tonight I started putting together the Raptidons, and they look so awesome. Those are the new mounts for the skinks, if you haven't seen them.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the new stuff for AOS, right?
Yeah, but
new models.
But it's gonna be used for Old World.
Hell yeah!
So cool, So I'm very excited to start painting some new Lizardmen.
Awesome, cool. Well, I've got some gaming stories as well. You guys know me. I'm the Great Unclean One, your host and usually GM, but not tonight, God. Tonight, instead, I am playing Marathric, the High Elf, who was a guard at an elven outpost, which was decimated by those foul beastmen, and I was the lone survivor. I was found by the rest of the group, and these fine gentlemen were kind enough to nurse me back to health, and after surviving that, with my basically previous life completely gone, I swore an oath to my savior, in particular to Milo, the halfling, for saving my life, and I have joined the four. I let it slide that he calls me Mo. I don't really like it, but I let it slide because without him I'd probably be dead. So and so my title is Marathric the Remaining. And in typical elf fashion, I am vain, cunning, and deadly with a halberd. And I have a fairly lofty view of myself and low expectations of others, even the rest of the party. So typical arrogant high elf douchebag. And I am a guard, and I think all of us are into the third level of our careers, so we've got some fairly competent characters here, which should be pretty exciting. We all know halberds are pretty fucking awesome in this game, so that's pretty exciting. Speaking of awesome, I played my first game of 40k 10th edition today with my good friend Ernie. Though by the time you hear this, it'll be a couple weeks after. But we played some combat patrol. We did some Death Guard versus Space Marines. He was running them as Blood Angels, trying out the combat patrol. And we had a fucking blast. We struggled through a little bit. It's our very first game of 10th edition, so we had rules all over the table, but it was a lot of fun. And Zombie Horde Typhus was pretty cool, so that was pretty exciting. And reinvigorated for that. Reinvigorated for some more, painting some more models. And then Ernie might be helping out with the show in the foreseeable future. We're going to try to actually start doing some video content, maybe. Ernie said he's interested in looking into that for us, so might have like an assistant there to help. We might do some tabletop stuff. We might maybe record our sessions, our actual play sessions with video. So we'll see. But whatever we do, hopefully it'll be in the next couple months. We're aiming for maybe after Shadowrun. So our next campaign is going to be that when this is all done, and then when we're through with that. So we'll see. But very exciting news. Hopefully that'll happen very soon. And other than that, still playing some Dead by Daylight. The alien is still fucking awesome. Oh god, he wrecks face. So good. And yeah, that's it. Oh, still playing my way through what is it? Days Gone? Is that what it's called, Sean? Right?
The zombie motorcycle game?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Fucking awesome. That game is so good.
You encountered like one of those massive hordes yet?
I've seen a few. I haven't tried to fight them because I don't really have any way to. So
yeah.
But one of them was walking right through one of the fucking government rundown bases, that you reestablish.
Yeah.
And like I just couldn't. It was the first one I did, so I didn't understand. You had to cut off the speakers. And so, like, one or two zombies kept getting attracted, and then pretty soon the whole horde would come running through. And it's like, I can't fucking secure this base for the life of me, but I finally pulled it off. But yeah, it was awesome. It's such a fun game. So, even better, because I got it for free. Thank you, PlayStation Plus. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to turn it over to our GM for the night, Kyle. He's going to lead us through a terrifying adventure of Halloween goodness, so... take it away, Captain.
Oh, thank you very much. Hi, boys. Since it is the Halloween episode, I'll be going by Redbeard tonight.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, as Chris said, this is jumping us back into Warhammer Fantasy. I haven't been in a while, but I think this is probably my favorite system. So,
as it should be.
Yeah, so we're doing the one-shot Hell Rides to Hallt tonight. It takes place during the New Year Hexennacht, which is rapidly approaching. And the Reichland's highways and byways are covered in snow, and in the distance, the sun sets behind the snow-capped gray mountains. A cold wind blows, and the looming trees of the Reichwald forest grow tall and thick on both sides of the muddy road. Owls hoot and wolves howl, their calls penetrating the woodland's darkness. And there you guys are. So, you are a group of weary travelers coming from Bogenhaven in the south on a wagon and are journeying to the town of Hallt. With you is your compatriot and your employer, the litigant Goswin Samter. Goswin's been called back to his hometown to aid the townsfolk. A series of murders have taken place, and Goswin has brought along you guys to help solve the mystery. So, can we grab Goswin's art?
Sure. Just gotta find him. Give me a second.
Goswin's a mix of like a bald Matt Hardy and a fat Vin Diesel.
All right.
He's got a soul patch and like a receding hairline. And in the picture provided, he's kind of bare-chested and bare-bellied. But
I think he actually I think he has a shirt on. There's
just
like a design on it.
It's just like
Oh, it's
weirdly
super-
showing a lot of rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like if he was shirtless, you could probably see his one nipple, and I don't see
Yeah.
a nipple there unless he's
That's
a
fair.
cultist. So
thank
I mean,
God.
I hate that
Yeah.
stretchy material too. That's what I look like when I wear those shirts.
I mean, it is
Yeah.
winter too, so I assume he probably has some clothes on.
Yeah, so since you guys are traveling in carriage and it is about winter time, you guys are all, wearing appropriate attire to handle the elements.
Okay.
So Goswin's a short, rotund, balding man with light gray hollow eyes, ruddy cheeks, and a crooked nose. He gesticulates wildly while stressing his own importance, his hands displaying an array of expensive and garish rings. And between the trumpeting of his ruddy nose, phlegmy coughs, and sips of a liquor bottle, Goswin explains to you the legend of the Doulahan, his eyes often darting about as another beast in the wood brays or caws. So this dude is looking around like he's waiting for Stone Cold Steve Austin's music to hit.
What has he hired us for?
So, the town has experienced a few murders in the past couple of weeks, and Goswin has been tasked to come back and find out what's going on and to stop any further murders. They're assuming it's got something to do with the Hexennock ceremony coming up. But he would turn to you and say, this Doulahan is a creature of darkness. This headless horseman, it was were. One who was cursed at death and now rides, bringing death to all who see it. It's a fatal omen, and only those of noble heart or the truly innocent can survive such an encounter. And he's just like darting around, keeps taking sips of his liquor. This is all superstition, Folks speak of killing the Doulahan with hardwood stakes from willow trees or silver blades, or, if you find the head, he'll leave you alone and return to where he came. Well, I'll tell you, there's no truth to any of that. No doubt the legend is a cover for some brigand or gang or other preying on Hallt.
Have any of us heard anything about this legend before?
No, this is all new to you. He's filling you in as you're riding to Hallt.
And what is his relationship to the town of Hallt? Do we know what that is? Why is he the one looking into these murders?
He is friends with the reeve of the town of Hallt, and the reeve is basically the kind of mayor or the overseer.
Okay.
Cool.
So he popped up. So he usually is not in that town, but he's been called back to help out. And so he would turn to Milo, because Milo has sort of presented himself as the leader, and tell me, Sir Duckweed, what do you think of this Doulahan? Have you ever heard of tales of such?
So to clarify, we have not heard of tales of such, right?
No, this is all brand new to you.
Right. Well, not to worry, sir. You can just call me Milo. That's fine. It's probably just some guy on a horse with maybe a tall collar, So I don't think you have anything to worry about. Besides, we got Mo with us. We'll be good.
You humans and your superstitions always get so peculiar around this time of year.
I have seen many a dark rider in my days, Will, and none that ain't been deterred by a chest full of shot.
Aye, a drink to that. It's almost preposterous as the ratmen they say live underground.
I've seen some big rats, but nothing the size of a man.
I think Mo would remain silent at that, just looking over you guys like, oh, you poor innocent fools.
It's like, damn, that actually exists. You guys are crazy.
Yep.
Oh, what's this?
Goswin would kind of laugh at the notion of a huge rat man. Oh, now you're talking real preposterous things. I couldn't believe that if I've seen it with my own two eyes. Now the four of you are still in the back of this wagon with him. The sun is setting. The cold, clear night sky is illuminated by the evening's first stars and the two moons, Manslieb and Morslieb. The former a waning crescent, as if a lidded eye, the latter a small green skull-like orb, casting its dark energies across the lands.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's never good.
That moon looks quite unhealthy.
Doesn't it always?
Aye, that it does.
Samter, how much further until we're at this hovel?
Before he can answer, you hear from the oily darkness, galloping hooves rumble and clatter as branches snap and bushes rustle. From the approaching night comes the headless horseman, clad in black armor atop a snorting warhorse. The horseman holds aloft a large curved axe, unmistakably that of an executioner. As he rides past the carriage, he brutally cleaves the head from one of the steeds pulling the wagon.
Oh.
Slamming into the
No.
horse's corpse, the carriage topples over, and everyone is sent falling. Everybody needs to make an average +20 athletics test or suffer 1 wound.
Oh no, falling damage right off the bat. We're all
I
dead.
thought the same thing. I'm like, oh boy, these 60
game,
wounds
guys.
aren't going to come in handy
It was
now.
fun, but oh well.
Everyone's gonna
Great
die.
adventure, Kyle. This was great game. Enjoyed it.
Had a bunch of fun. You know what? We're just gonna fortune point that to hopefully not take damage. There we go. +1.
+4.
God damn.
Woo.
Ooh, Dieter.
Ooh, Dieter friggin' rolls to his feet and
Oh, critical success.
Yep.
crossbow and
ministry.
aims.
I think Mo would do a superhero landing, and then when he sees Dieter's even better superhero landing, he would give him a nod of approval.
Oh man, approval from an elf. There's nothing higher in the game.
Right, yeah. Milo will land with just a deep squat. All right, survived once again.
So
Chris,
Kruger's
I'm
probably
having-
dead, right? Because he failed.
By 3. What was that? 17 d10 bludgeoning damage,
Yeah.
no
Well, you
resistance.
You made a backup character, right?
What's up, Kyle? What are you trying to do?
You only suffer 1 wound.
Oh, okay.
It seems like Foundry is at least lagging 5 minutes behind a keystroke of mine. I'm not getting anybody's rolls. I'm not getting anything. I'm wondering if it's because there's 2 GMs.
No,
Or-
because you're set as an assistant GM.
Okay.
And I don't think I have any way to change my own permissions because it's my account.
Right.
I'm wondering if it would benefit if I were to just like have a separate chat with you to do stuff, because it might be that my setup can't handle
Just send me a message in Discord if there's something secret you want to say that I can do on the side. I'm assuming you need me to put a certain token on the map right now.
Oh, that would be true.
All right, where should I place said token?
He will be probably about, well, I don't know if you'll see my,
Yeah, your pings are working.
Yeah.
okay.
Should I put the horse or him or both?
You could do the horse as well.
Whoa, I don't know what the hell happened there.
Kyle, did you need to do like the hardware acceleration like Chris did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If oh my god, what is all these errors?
Where is that in settings?
I think so.
Delete that. Holy shit. Go to settings
Mm-hmm.
on Google Chrome,
Mm-hmm.
and then I gotta find it myself now. What if we do that?
Ooh, sick. I see
There
it.
you go.
At the image.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right. Okay, so we'll pick up. All right, listeners, we're back. Sorry for that little delay. We had some weird issues here, but I think we're mostly fixed now. So take it away, Kyle.
I do believe. So you've just fallen out of your wagon. The horseman has just cleaved the head clean off of one of the horses, slamming the carriage into it. Your coachman driving the carriage is killed instantly. Fall damage took him, and not you guys.
Damn.
From the bloody stump of the slain horse's neck, a tide of warm blood flows, staining the white snow and sending wisps of steam into the night air. Now, the horseman is galloped past you and is starting to turn around to make another pass. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to draw my weapon because we're being attacked, and I will prepare to meet his charge because I have a halberd. That's what it's meant to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hop over the side of the wagon and take aim. My crossbow.
I'd like to climb on top of the wagon and get ready to jump at him once he rides close by.
Oh my god.
Instant chaos corruption.
What? Come on.
Amazing. Well, we can all start rolling for initiative then.
Oh, yes. Is this what it's like, Sean?
Nice. Oh, hold on. You have to wait for the dice to roll. Then that's what it's like.
And
Yep.
where's combat? There we go. Pop that motherfucker out. And let me add myself to the initiative track here.
Oh, baby. Initiative 16, Milo. Jesus, Milo.
Average 12 for me.
What's it
Still
feel
very
like?
solid. Oh, amazing.
Oh, Kyle, you know what? That's the old token for that guy. That might be jacked up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get another guy in there.
All right.
Okay, so everybody is ready with their initiative. Unfortunately, even before anything can go down, you guys can draw your weapons. The horseman can turn around. The first one up, oddly, is Goswin. Really light on his feet, bounces over the corpse of the first horse and lands on his ass, and immediately gets up and starts bolting away from the carriage. And he's just screaming, "He's come for me! He's come for me!" And he is just taking off. Chris, if you could have him run this way.
Bloody fool.
Before you even have the chance to catch up to him, he's already well down the road.
Surprisingly
All right.
quick on his feet.
First up, Milo, what would you like to do?
The thing hasn't, like, come by yet, right?
No, he's kind of unfortunately got caught in a slippery patch of dirt, so his quick turnaround has become sort of like a Tokyo drift.
Amazing.
And he's slowly stumbling through, and the horse is regaining its footing.
Let's see. What's my movement? My movement is 3, 6, and 12. Jesus. God, why? So bad.
Hey,
I was expecting a lot of references tonight, but Tokyo Drift was not one of them.
Yeah. All right. So I guess he will move. Since I can't wait for him, because there's no hold action in Warhammer, so I will just run up and start trying to prison shank this horse in the stomach.
Does this guy cause fear by chance?
Oh yeah.
Good question.
Or is chaos corruption anything like that we need to worry about?
The horse actually does cause terror too, I believe,
Terror?
Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
because
You're gonna be
the-
running
or-
with him.
I mean, I get it. It's a big demonic looking
Yeah,
horse.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So we all need cool checks, right? Is that terror?
Hang on,
okay.
let me double check.
How does that even work?
I know
I think
terror.
it might be. I think it might be fear. Fear's less than terror, I believe. Right?
Yeah, terror's
Yeah.
for like big nasty shit. I would be surprised if it
Yeah.
caused terror, but
No, when it does
I mean-
act aggressively, it does cause fear.
I mean, if you want it to cause terror, you're the GM. So
Yeah, live your life, my
that's
man.
That's the joy.
It's Halloween. If we're supposed to be terrified, we're supposed to be terrified.
Well, yeah. Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay.
So let's do terror one.
Okay.
Okay, so when confronted by the source of terror, a character must make a challenging cool test.
Oof.
On a failure, you gain 1 plus your negative success level broken conditions.
Okay.
After terror, the source causes fear using the same rating. Oh, shit.
Okay.
So I guess we would all do that right now. honestly, because it's like it happens kind of immediately.
69. Nice.
Nice.
Your favorite.
Wow,
Yeah.
you just passed.
By one. Yeah. Nice.
How is your
Sorry,
goal
it's
so high?
it's
That is
difficult
just-
or hard?
Challenging.
-3.
Ooh.
Oof.
Challenging's +0. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Sorry.
Oh, gross! I'm gonna get 4 broken conditions. Oh, Kaufman,
Mark,
no!
Oh,
Use the fortune
boy.
point for that bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I only have 1 fortune point.
You really want to waste it here?
Yeah, I don't.
But dark deal, Chris.
All right, now it's a 3. So
I'm not
successful.
taking a dark deal on Hexenschnott. We'd fucking get the tentacle instantly. No thanks.
Sounds like a coward move, but okay.
Well, I'm a coward.
Okay.
Let me
Alright.
click off terror here. Yeah, we're gonna need one of those. That's fear.
But yeah, to answer your question, Chris, my willpower is 60.
I see that. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Not sure how the halfling's more brave than the soldier, but whatever. Sounds like fake news to me.
He grew up in the streets, Chris. A fucking
The streets
Scary.
of the moot.
yeah, scary
Mean
fucking
streets
horsey.
of the moot.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mood. Just forests and fairies, I assume.
So I get 4 broken conditions. Oh,
Oh, man.
Is there a way to like assist him out of those broken conditions? I don't remember. I don't think so, right? You just have to hide for 4 turns.
yeah. On my turn, I have to run away. So, good luck, Milo.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? And then I have to take a fear test, right?
Yeah, if you try to move closer, or if he moves closer, you got to take. This is also a challenging cool test.
Easy, not even hard.
Yeah, you need.
A plus
you only
7.
you only need 1 success because he's only fear 1.
All right, now we're gonna try to, as I said, prison shank this horse. We're gonna charge.
Oh boy. This
Yep.
halfling's about to get squished.
Yeah, he's gonna have a bad time.
Now, are you targeting the horse or the dude?
The horse. We will.
That's kind of rude.
Yeah, we're re-roll that.
What'd that horse ever do to you?
24. There we go. 6
All right.
All right.
damage
Now
or
the
10
horse
damage.
can- well, the horse gets a defensive roll,
Yeah.
so he'll kick you in the face.
What is he gonna
That's
dodge with a
okay.
guy on his back?
He's gonna lash out.
I'm just gonna get a hoof to the mouth.
Ooh.
Go flying all the way over here.
So, Kyle, you should be
Yeah.
able to open up the horse's character sheet,
Mhm.
and then under the combat tab, you can see it shows Milo's attack against him. So, I believe if you click on that, it should do the defensive roll for him.
I did try clicking on it. It's not doing anything.
Okay, go to main and hit the thing that says weapon. That's the attack, because he's
Oh,
got a
okay.
character sheet as a creature, like a monster, not a character. So he's
Mhm.
got traits rather than like skills and stuff.
Okay. Now, am I at any advantage or disadvantage because he's such a little guy?
That's only when you attack him.
Oh, okay. So not a defense. Alrighty. Ooh.
All right. So 12 damage to his right hoof.
Alright, so let's see.
Yeah, it'd be his front leg.
Yeah. Alright. Milo, the horse looks down at you, and it almost looks like it sighs. And starts to really huff, and the horseman is also looking at you, confounded.
If it had a face.
Yeah, if I could see its head somewhere.
It did the whole like Michael Keaton Batman body turn to look at you.
What is he holding in the artwork in his hand? The horseman.
So, well, that'll actually come into play a little later, I believe.
Oh,
But
okay,
they're,
all right.
I mean, you're looking at him. So he's carrying what appears to be smoking jack-o'-lanterns.
Like
So-
several? Like he's got a bag of them?
So cool.
See,
Mhm.
Green Goblin.
It is, dude. It's Green Goblin. Okay. Nice job, Milo. You made the horse angry.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's the
mean,
goal.
Sean had the right idea because if he killed the horse and he had to take falling damage, goodbye,
Exactly.
headless horseman.
It's
Well,
true.
one shot.
True.
Yep.
That's true.
I learned everything from you, Chris.
But he can't break his neck if he doesn't have a head.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can get a crushed elbow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well,
Both elbows crushed.
Yep. Well, it's my turn. I have 4 broken conditions. I must move far away as possible, and then use my action to try to hide. So I will run towards the nearest set of trees and attempt to hide in the trees, as all elves would do.
Okay.
Boom. I'm
Oh.
9.
Christ.
Oh, I have negative 60 to test right now. So
So,
Just hiding behind the thinnest tree.
well, so Marathric, you found a tree. Unfortunately, it's a very cold night, and the tree and its bark is covered in slippery sap, and you are just slip sliding down this thing over and over again.
okay, well, at the end of each round, if I'm unengaged, I can test to remove another cool thing or another broken condition. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's all I got.
Alrighty.
Uh,
So now we
Goswin is
have Goswin, who is still hightailing it down the road. He
Right.
is helping no one and screaming his lungs out.
Dieter.
I'm going to take aim. Is the horse a large target?
Yes.
It is.
Let's try.
I gotta make a fear test first.
Here comes the fear test. That's just cool again, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Cool,
Pachonk.
Ooh.
Ooh, failure.
All right, so you're feared. It's -10 to all tests to affect the source. And if it tries to get closer to you, you gotta take another test, and if you fail, you get broken conditions.
I'm afraid, but I'm gonna still try and fire at it. I'll try firing at the horse here because it's
Yeah,
large.
be sure you have it targeted so it
Okay.
does all the proper.
Yeah, sorry. So that's right click the guy.
Double right click.
Thank you. I got it. And use the weapon.
Yep.
Not loaded, reloading. What?
Make sure it's loaded.
I put the ammo in there.
There should, yeah, should be a drop down, I think.
Yeah,
The
no, I had that.
drop-down- And there's a little radio button on the left. It's like a condition that says loaded that you can check.
I see. Thank you so much. All right, here goes. So it's at +0, right, with the -10 and the large target.
Correct.
All right.
Mhm.
Ka-chow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Wow.
Alright. That's insane. All
There's
right.
probably a boost for short range in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's gotta be it.
How much damage did you do?
Astounding success, 16 damage to the left arm.
16 damage.
You
Okay,
fucking horrible
you
people shooting this horse in the legs.
We're gonna eat
you
it, bro.
you managed to this horse does have a little bit of leather on it, but you managed to get it just in its left flank, and you do some damage to it.
Holy cow.
It roars almost, and seems to kind of take a slight step back from the pain.
Oh, we did something.
Nice.
Teamwork makes the dream work, boys.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's the horseman's turn.
Alrighty. The horseman, now enraged, turns his horse and begins to sprint past everybody. I believe since the target the size discrepancy, does Milo get a attack of opportunity?
No, large creatures are able to exit combat without getting that.
Shit.
All right. Well, so the horseman, really quick, is going to take a roll. Nope. Like that. Okay, so Chris, if we can move the horseman, he'll be taking a wide path, and just past these guys.
Is he trying to catch up to Goswin?
Yes. So it seems as though the horseman is not even interested in any of you, despite the horrible act you've done of shooting a helpless little horse. So, as he gallops by, the horseman is going to lob
Oh no.
one of those pumpkin bombs. Oh. Too many things equipped. Oh, it doesn't have... He doesn't have ammunition.
Can you still make an attack roll for it?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Ooh.
Critical fumble. Why did that happen?
Yeah, he rolled a
'cause it's
97.
dangerous. He has a 9, that's why. Oh no. Does he... I mean, he's probably a monster, so he probably has fate points or something he could use here, or fortune points.
Ruin.
Yeah,
Oh.
he is definitely going to fix that roll. There we go.
Oh, a 7!
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Oh, and he hit him in the head.
Dead.
Damn, of course you did.
Oh, this dude just got
Alright.
hit by a pumpkin bomb in the face.
Bro. I can't believe there are pumpkin bombs in this right now. That's frightening right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as the horse gallops by, you hear a hissing noise. And as he turns, he starts swinging one of these wildly and lobs it back in your direction. And as it starts to cartwheel through the air, the hissing becomes like a cacophony, and the smoke becomes brighter and brighter and explodes. And on impact, this like flaming goo just shoots everywhere and bars you from the rest of the road, almost setting up an entire wall of fire.
Oh, sweet.
Very cool. Very cool.
And after Goswin, he gallops, leaving you.
Does he catch up to him?
No, it's so at this point, Goswin is like nearly off the map at the end here.
Okay. Because keep in mind, the horse can run 42 yards.
Oh, well.
I mean, it has a movement value of
Yeah.
7, and we only have 4. So, well, he only has 4 probably because he's a human.
Yeah, so we'll say that he does catch up with him.
Yeah.
And the horse knocks down Goswin pretty much, like shoulder checking him and knocks him down. And the horseman kind of has the horse circle Goswin. And who is the closest? Kruger and Dieter, give me a perception test at +20.
Oh, do I want to see this? Is this gonna give me corruption points?
Uh-oh.
Dude, he's about to fucking dome this guy.
Oh no.
Okay, so a success for Kaufman.
This music's fantastic, by the way.
You hear every horrifying
Oh
sound.
no, yeah, I got a
Yeah,
marginal success here.
So both of you hear Goswin over the crackling of the fire. You hear Goswin kind of pleading his case, whimpering for his life, and the horseman dismounts, and immediately just cleaves Goswin's head clean off, and you just see it arc through the air, and the blood just sprays everywhere.
Sick.
And before the body could even fully slump to the ground, the horseman reaches out and grabs Goswin's right hand and chops it off. And you can hear him as he mounts his horse. An eye on the hand, 2 eyes in the head. Revenge for Ute, as I said.
Okay.
And as he gets on his horse, the horse kicks up, then lands and whines because of the damage done to its left leg.
Oh no.
And
Horse
both-
will remember that.
And both horse and horseman gallop off into the night.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
I'm gonna
And
take
you are
a
left.
desperate pot shot as they ride away.
Oh yeah, you can try. I'd say there's probably -10 because of the wall of fire.
Seems fair. Now is that -10 even out with the 10 for a big horse?
Are you in for the horse?
Yeah, just kind of the whole.
Yeah, I'd say that'd be a straight up shot then.
Alright, I'm gonna try it.
Oh, with the blunderbuss.
Oh Lord. So that is a ton of damage
Jesus.
to the body. You hit the horse in the upper flank, like just almost where the horseman's thigh is on the horse, and you just rip it into the muscle, and the horse cries out and nearly turns like 180 because of the effect of the shot. It is not dead, but
Oh my
it
God.
is very, very wounded. And they make their slow exit into the darkness, leaving you with this wall of fire and a headless and right-handedless Goswin.
Holy fuck.
Man, I guess I'd like to go inspect Goswin. Well, I'd see if Milo is okay first, I guess.
Yeah. A little just
You all right
standing
there,
there.
buddy?
He just ran right over me.
Well, most things usually get over you pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
Give him a hand up and
What happened?
I think he took our friend's head here. I'm actually probably more in shell shock than that. I think Dieter's probably pretty. I mean, he's seen some shit as a master bounty hunter, but he's probably never seen something quite like that. So, sorry, my reaction is probably more like, he took his head.
Hey, you failed your fear test too, so yeah, you're probably still a little shooken up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
Milo,
I
if you wanna,
just point over, but all you can probably see is the flames from where you're at.
yeah, Milo, if you want to try, say, like a charm or a leadership test to kind of help with anyone's conditions, you can do that.
Yeah, I will give it a shot. All right, everyone, gather around. Come on. We need to get back together. We need to focus on what's next. All right. We'll dark deal that.
Oh,
There we go.
critical success.
Nice. I won against myself by
Nicely
0.
done.
Oh, I don't understand how that works. I have 10 corruption, or 10 maximum corruption. We can do that.
Well, my broken conditions will go away 1 per round, but unfortunately I get a fatigue condition once they're all gone.
Oh, that's rough.
Yep, starting off strong.
Curse of Firth coming in hot.
Yep, but I will slowly, cautiously make my way out of my hiding spot to rejoin the group. Visibly shaken and terrified.
Well, what the fuck was that thing?
Yeah.
I think I'll look at the elf and be like, "You ever seen something like that in your long lifetime?"
No, nothing like that.
You couldn't really see the guy. He was a little bit high up, but it just looked like a pretty aggressive horse to me.
You didn't see what he did to him. Can we get around the wall of fire? Like if we walked farther enough down here?
Yeah, eventually, remember this is kind of like in the wintertime. Eventually, with the whatever the substance is that was on fire, eventually does dissipate, leaving just charred ground. So, moments, probably a few moments after you guys kind of all huddle up, the fire seems to have died out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll make my way over with the group and take a look at his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you notice that his head's been chopped clean off. You can tell that the blade is excessively sharp. It's a very clean cut, as is the stump that used to house his right hand.
He
Does
took
it,
his hand?
Why did I don't understand what he said either.
Yeah, Kyle, that last part that he said, did he say you or like youfed, like a name?
Yeah.
Ute. It sounded more like a name.
Like Y-U-T? Ute?
UTE.
U-T-E.
What is a ute, Mr. Gambini?
The two Utes.
Never heard that word. Can we let me see what I have. I do like a language or history test to see if I've ever heard that word before. I have language Norse and I have language Wastelander.
At least one of you would recognize it as kind of a just a first name, you know, just an unusual name, but you've heard the name before.
Is it an imperial name? Like common to the Empire?
It seems to be a more local kind of name, more farmland than like real.
Okay, but it's not like
city
dwarven or elven or halfling. It's a
No.
human. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, let's see, Goswin has, you know, all the fine clothing and rings on him, and about 18 silver.
So aside from like personal goods, does he have anything, other evidential things on him by chance?
No,
Notes
nothing.
or anything weird, or just the silver.
Just that. Yeah. He also has a dagger, but it's kind of a shitty dagger.
Yeah. No, you guys tricked me once with the dagger. I'm not taking any more daggers.
It was a good dagger. I don't know what you're talking
It's a
about.
fucking shit dagger, Sean, and you knew it, and you let me take it.
Well, I mean, it helped out. You kept rolling those ones.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Do we know
Well-
how far away we are from the town?
Actually, yes. So, you were headed this direction, and actually, there's an approaching hill, and just above it, you can start to see the lantern light and the rising smoke of the chimneys from Hallt. So it is actually within walking distance, so you could make it there.
Do we have anything that we can wrap his body up in? Anything in the carriage?
He did have a bunch of effects with him, luggage and stuff. If you guys want to rummage through that, I assume you'd find something you could kind of roll him up in and drag him if need be.
How many horses were on the carriage? Was it one or was there two?
Yeah, sorry, that was my next question.
Oh, there were two. The first one was immediately killed, and the other one died in the crumpled mess of the crash.
Ah, damn it!
Oh, shit. I was gonna say we could maybe hobble the wagon together, even if we could. It's not, the wagon's too big for us to like pull, right?
Yeah, the wagon's just pretty much destroyed. Both axles are absolutely ruined.
All right.
I'll check the coach driver and see if he had anything on him.
You find let's see. You find 15 brass and another dagger.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna leave this dude in the middle of the street. That's kind of disrespectful. So I'll find a way to wrap him up too, and I assume we'll carry them back to the town. I mean, since he knows the mayor, they're probably gonna want to see Goswin, and maybe they have a cemetery or something we can drop the other guy off at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you guys want, you can wrap those two up, and you'd make your way to the left there to the town gates.
It's a gruesome trophy to take. Shame Goswin didn't tell us more about this legend or why he thought it would come for him specifically.
Yeah.
As we wrap him up, I want to take a look at his other hand to see if there's anything interesting on it.
Besides the very ornate nature of all the rings, none of them seem to stand out to you.
Did we, from what we saw earlier, did any of his rings or anything, or did he have any like scars or anything on his hand that we noticed? The one that was chopped off?
No. I mean, all you could recognize was that both his hands had a wide variety of different kinds of rings. Like there was a long finger ring, there was square ones, circular ones.
But nothing that stood out in specific, right?
No.
Particularly? Okay.
No, nothing that would have caught your eye.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Carry him, and then when we get to the town, I guess. If we don't see anybody, bang on the gate. I'm assuming the gate is closed because it's at night.
Yes. So, if you could, let's activate the town gates.
Look at you learning controls.
All right.
Well, that was one hell of a way to start the night.
Yeah. So you guys, come over that hill, and you travel a short distance to the city gates, and as you approach, there's a bunch of the town watch pouring out of the small entry here to greet you, and they have their hands on their weapons because obviously it's a little suspicious that you guys are dragging two large objects in the middle of the night.
I'll look to Milo to do the talking.
So he'll walk forward, hands free. We come in peace. We mean no harm. We were attacked on our way here. We were traveling with Gosman on our way here to meet with the mayor, and someone attacked us and killed Gosman.
The one that strode to the front is a very young, probably new guard, and looks at you and stammers, "What? So, like, what happened to him?"
I really don't want to discuss it right now. It would be very inconsiderate to him and possibly his family. I think you should let us in so we can give him the proper rituals of Moor to let his soul go on. That would be the kindest thing in the Empire.
As soon as you start explaining that, the kid throws his hands up and goes, "Oh God, he got his head! We've got another one, guys!"
Hmm.
Somebody,
Oh, boy.
somebody get Bertil. And another guy kind of turns on his heel and runs inside and shouts up the gateway. And you start to hear this kind of rumbling. And out marches this heavy-set woman carrying a stout club, and she's got dark brown hair tied under a wolfskin cap. And you can tell she once served in the state army because she still wears the livery of a Reichlander.
Jeez.
And her face is all scarred, and she's got a huge hammer tattoo on her neck.
Nice.
Very cool. Yeah.
And the young guy goes, "Hey, Bertil, these guys said that they got attacked again, and there might be," and he's just losing it. Bertil kind of puts her hand on his head and sort of gently glides him back towards the gates, and looks at you, Milo, and says, "Bertil Lindemann, I'm the head of the watch. What happened?"
Like I said, we were traveling with Gosman. We were on our way here to investigate what was happening. And then we were attacked.
The
And
horseman
now...
has claimed more lives. Please let us in.
Yeah, okay.
So it was the Dullahan.
I feel like we shouldn't say that out loud to scare more people, but okay, yeah. It was him. Chopped his head
Keep
right
in
the
mind,
fuck off.
I had 4 broken conditions and I'm fatigued. I don't want to be out here any longer.
Yeah.
My nerves are shot right now.
Yeah, Bertil looks at Marathric and Milo and kind of surveys you all, and waves over 2 soldiers and says, "Take the bodies to the temple. You 4, follow me." And she
I'll follow.
she will start to lead you through the gates and into the town of Hallt.
Okay. What kind of wall does this town have? Is it like a fortified wall, palisade wall,
So
shingle wall?
Could
the
one
city-
chuck a bomb over it?
You could chuck a bomb over it. So the city gates.
No.
The city gates are where you guys are at right now is pretty much the only place you can get in or out with the stone wall. The wall is probably a good, I'd say, 12 or 13 feet and kind of wide, but doesn't have housing like the front of the city gates here, where there's a little bit of a kind of a building built into it that could be fortified and used as an attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty good wall for some podunk Empire village in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was expecting like a palisade wall missing like half the logs, so
Right.
this is
Yeah,
pretty good.
so Hallt actually, as a town, Bertil will kind of give you a bit of a rundown that Hallt is very well to do because of the local breweries, and they seem to just have a good bounty of crops almost all year round. As she's leading you through the gates, she starts to tell you about what she knows about the horseman, which she starts making the sign of Sigmar's hammer and tells you that the Dullahan is the legend of headless horseman, and it has terrorized the lands for some time. I heard of it attacking all around, from Eilhart to Mellerfelden. I don't know if it's undead or a spirit, but I don't know anybody who's smart enough or dumb enough to go out there, especially on nights like tonight. There was a night like this one and I heard the scariest tale I ever seen. And she just trails off. And as you march through the city gate and actually enter the town of Hallt, she turns to you and says, you look like you all need something to warm you up. Might I suggest the calm toad? She jabs a meaty hand to the west. And there you enter the town of Hallt.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I could certainly use some rest, so
Yeah, definitely.
I will look expectingly at the rest of the party as if that we are going to indeed go to the tavern.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dieter kind of felt like, did she trail off on her story, or was she going to tell us more?
Yeah, she literally just kind of trailed off and then told you about the calm toad.
I'll kind of inquire real quick. I'm like, was there more to that story?
The
You were going to tell-
executioner!
Yes.
She just jumps right back into it like she fell asleep halfway through it, and just like with a start, her whole body like restarts, and she says, the executioner! He killed her. On a night like this. Was a year ago.
Who is this executioner?
And who's the her?
That's a story for another time.
Okay.
Amazing. The Empire's a great place.
I love that. All right.
So she starts shuffling over with you actually to you have come through here through the city gates, and she is shuffling you over to here, which is the calm toad. While she is sending you there, she does fill you in more on the actual story, which a year ago a blacksmith had moved to Hallt and was executed for the murder of a local priestess. And this was a priestess of Sigmar, and as a result, he was pretty much tried immediately and executed. And this happened pretty much a year ago.
Okay. Did they ever find a reason why he murdered her?
For some reason, the local town officials just chalked it up to a crime of passion. And the sort of grisly nature of it kind of shocked the local residents, and rather than kind of look into it, they all seem to have just moved on, not wanting to hear more about it, because unfortunately Lindemann does also let you know that the town is very superstitious and employ lots of sort of local and personal superstitions and like rituals for themselves to make sure that their crops are bountiful and their business deals go through. So it's a very superstitious town.
I think more to himself than the group, but also like kind of answering Dieter's question, and like kind of with like a 1,000-yard stare. I think Morathric would say something along the lines of, "You humans in your short lives, so eager to get through everything, even eager to execute someone. Is it really any surprise?"
Can't really speak for humans, but yeah, it still comes as a surprise when bad things like this happen.
Bertil would kind of slowly turn and while not staring directly at you, kind of is like staring through you, Milo.
With her own 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, and looks at you and says, "It's in our nature to kill ourselves."
I didn't even say anything about that, ma'am.
She once again just blows through and gestures to the calm toad inn.
Oh my
and,
god.
Yeah, I'm gonna wearily make my way towards the door.
You'll see the sign hanging, and it's a toad snoring at a table with a tankard of beer in its hand.
Nice.
Love it. Yeah, I've had my fill of ghost stories too. I'll say thank you and trudge off as well.
Yeah. Go on in.
All right, and we will change.
All right. Well, I guess we got soup money. Thanks to
Chris,
our
if you
buddies.
Well, I didn't take the dude's money. I'm not gonna fucking take 18 brass from a dead fucking coach driver. That's scummy. If you did, I wouldn't have taken his money though. I would have left.
I
it on
think.
him.
Well, I don't know. The way they talk about Dieter and his money, I think he would have taken it. But
I mean, if you wanted to loot, what's his name? I wouldn't have stopped you because I didn't carry his body. But I assumed I carried the coachman. I would be like,
well, he had.
He had
the guy
silver on him.
yeah. So I imagine too, like that being an elf. You know, I probably think you guys have rather like basic superstitions when it comes to your dead. So probably something like, you know, the eyes on the coins on the eyes for the ferryman sort of thing.
Yeah.
So let the guy have his fucking $18.
He only needs 2, 1 for each eye, right?
Maybe he's got more eyes. You never know. He could be a mutant.
And he deserves to have been executed.
Even mutants, you know, deserve
Bum,
something.
All right, so everybody's going into the calm toad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. In you guys go, and the inn is super warm, very inviting. Only has a few tables. A lot of people are standing. Has a nice roaring fire, and it's got a bunch of like hunting trophies on the walls. So you look to what essentially is the bar, and the very large lady behind the bar kind of waves the 4 of you over as she's ladling beer into tankards for other people. Oh, come on in.
All right, I'll go in and have.
Yeah. I'll hop up to the seat, feet dangling over the edge.
Oh, aren't you the sweetest? Oh, well, hi, boys. I'm Gerwin Brotsman. I'm the owner, operator. Can I get you some freshmans? Anything?
I'll take something warm to eat and a beer.
Yeah.
Some food would be nice, yes.
Same.
Oh, great. Four specials. And she's talking to no one. She's the only one behind the bar. And so she ladles some hot, it's kind of like a hot cider ale into these tankards. And she places them in front of you all 4, and goes a little bit down further from the bar, and there's kind of a bubbling cauldron. And essentially it's a stew, like a beef stew, and not as much meat as you'd like, but plenty of potatoes, and it seems like little bits of pumpkin.
Oh, you had me at pumpkin and cider.
Yep.
I've played too much Morkborg, but anyone else suspicious?
Immediate red flags going
Do we
on.
let the elf have it first? See if it does anything.
I mean, it is also like fall, winter, right? Isn't that when X and Shite happens? So
Yeah, and with
tis the season.
Bertil letting you know that there's the town is kind of run on breweries. This is one of their kind of signature refreshments for the season.
Yeah, I imagine Marathric normally isn't too keen on like human ales. He probably thinks that are just kind of swill. But when she's like present something that has a cider in it, and now you're telling me it's like pumpkin flavored, I think that'd probably be more up his alley, so he'll definitely try that.
Okay. Yeah, so Gerwin grabs you all of your drinks and stew and kind of saddles up to the bar and goes, boy, you look like you boys have had quite a night. Anything interesting?
I'll hang my head in shame.
Clap him. It's okay, Mo. It's okay.
Say, miss, we don't want to cause a stir in your bar, but we were attacked just outside the outskirts of your town.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, that's been happening. Oh, I'm so glad you're all safe, though. Whew. You didn't lose anybody, did you?
We did several, but
Oh.
so you say it's been happening fairly regularly. Are there any rhyme or reason to the attacks?
None that I can think of, honey. There's been a few, though. I think at least 3 or 4. I mean, and then however many in your party, I'm sorry to hear. But yeah.
When did this all begin?
Oh, a few weeks ago, I want to say. Yeah. It's so strange. It just, we really don't have that kind of presence around here. This sort of stuff shouldn't happen. We're just kind of a small town. But yeah, if anybody wants to take a gossip test at +20.
Oh, yeah.
I think Marathric is still a little shaken up here, so he's not going to offer much in the conversation.
Just a +3.
All right, a +3 for Milo. Milo, you're listening to her, but you're also picking up a bunch of stuff around the bar. And it seems as though you can see it happening. Table by table, people are starting to sort of whisper to one another, and it seems that maybe your incident is starting to get around. So people start to talk in a little bit more hushed tones, and they're starting to let slip a bit about the Doulahan. And so while Gerwin is kind of talking to the others about what she knows, you're hearing stuff like,
I heard he's undead and he's brought back to life by evil magics, and it comes into the land of the castle of Drakenfels. The enchanter itself could be in that armor,
And another guy says, "Look, all of them had their heads chopped off, but some of them had their right hand cut off too. I mean." And that same table, another guy kind of perks up and goes, "Yeah, their hand chopped off. No one knows why. It's like he's making a collection of them or something. Yeah, maybe he's making like a sword of hands."
Not taking that note, though.
Entirely possible. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I guess. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so Milo kind of ease back into Gerwin kind of going off, and she'll then say, I mean, that's all I know about the murders. If you boys want to, try one of our friends over there, he seems to know everything about town. And she kind of points to the corner of the bar, and there's this very large kind of a mess, like a puddle of a man. Let's see if I can get his.
Who is it? Which one?
Oh, Markov.
Okay. On it. Oh, this is great artwork.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's official from the
Nice.
scenario.
Nice.
Yeah, so no sooner than she kind of points him out, do you realize that you've probably been hearing him as like a base level in this place. This dude does not stop talking. Even when he's like drinking, he's muttering through it. Like he is just got everyone's attention around him, or tries to get it. He keeps demanding more beer, and he keeps thinking it's watered down. This is the guy by the name of Markov Bakme. And what would you like to do?
Can I have 2 ale, cider beers, whatever you call that thing, and once I have them, I'm gonna go over and try to talk to that guy.
Oh, sure, sweetheart. Here you go. She pours you 2 and sets him down.
I'd probably roll my eyes at the obnoxious human, but feeling ashamed for my earlier cowardice, I will, do my usual bodyguard thing for Milo, so I'll stand nearby or watch over him.
Yeah,
Okay.
What a pro.
Being, grumpy in the corner with his arms crossed, wants to be anywhere else but here,
Well, as you stand up, Morathric, you seem to notice that you feel pretty great.
Oh,
Like weirdly great. Like almost like everything has kind of faded. All your fatigue, all of that sort of terror that you felt just kind of washes away, like you stood up too fast, but it went correctly.
Like you weren't
Yeah.
low iron.
you guys will see his back straighten a little bit, and he'll take a look down at the cider, and in probably something he doesn't normally do, he'd probably just bottoms up and finish the rest of the thing. And then, in a rare display of sincerity, he would say to the lady, "I must say, ma'am, that is simply the best drink I've had since my time here in the Empire."
Oh, well, look at you. This is a whole group of sweet talkers. Oh, thank you so much.
No, thank you. And I'll give her a graceful elven bow with my beautiful whitish golden locks, and I will proudly stand behind my friend Milo with reinvigorated purpose.
Someone found the pep in their step. That's good.
Well, and
Try this is delicious.
yeah,
Haven't had mine
anybody,
yet.
yeah, when you eventually start to have your drinks and stew, you will all kind of feel reinvigorated, and any sort of fatigue condition will melt away.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah, so I'll bring this over to the Markov guy.
Before we dive into that conversation, should we take our break? We're at our halfway point
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we could probably break just before talking to Markov.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, listeners, we'll be back for the second half in just a minute. Grab yourself some apple cider flavored Dr. Pepper, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, listeners, we're back. Take it away, Kyle.
Alrighty, so we have Milo and Morathric heading over to Markov, correctly?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so you approach his booth. You see him slinging back one tankard while holding another in the other hand. The closer you get, the more you get to see that he's kind of got expensive clothing, but it's shitty. Like, he doesn't keep it nice. But you can tell that the fabrics, the stitching, like, it used to be kind of opulent, and now it's just kind of gross. You'll see he's wearing a badge that marks him out to be a member of the Brewers Guild, so he owns one of the breweries around town. And he sees you standing there, Milo, with 2 tankards, and he looks at you and goes,
Ah, double fisting 2, good man.
Well, I thought you could use another one, but if I have to drink both, I will.
Oh, hell, I'll take that from you. Thanks, kid.
And he
Get
kind of
up.
swipes at it.
Sit down.
Yeah, he gestures to the opposite end of the booth. And then Markov looks at you, Marathric, and goes,
Well, you don't see the two of you types kind of hanging out, huh?
No, not usually.
Cool. Well, come on, sit down. How are ya? My name's Markov.
Milo. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Marathric, greetings.
if the two of you want to give me a negative 20 perception test.
Sheesh. Okay.
I got this, boss.
Negative 20.
Why do I have a negative?
Not even hard. +1. Did you remove your fatigues?
Yeah, it's still saying I have negative 10 for some reason.
Are you still feared?
No.
Interesting.
Maybe you just don't like looking at humans? I don't know.
That could be it. Oh, wait. Do I have a talent or something? Acute sense?
I do have a cute sense, but I don't know what sense it's for. It's just
Oh,
a
yeah,
sense.
mine. I think it's specific for elves. I don't remember what it is, though.
Well, anyway, Milo does pass with a +1. So, oh, here we go.
Hey, +0.
Marginal.
Oh, no, I would have failed because I would have had negative 20. I forgot to put that in there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So, failed by
So, Marathric, you don't really notice anything because you'd rather not look at this guy. He seems unpleasant. Not in nature, just in appearance. So, you're going to look away, kind of to the left. Just so you don't have to kind of stomach that.
Oh,
Milo,
boy.
Milo, on the
Understand
other hand, when he went to swipe at you for that ale, you notice that the only thing he seems to keep clean is this really nice ring on his right hand. It's a very, very gaudy ring.
Can I take a closer look?
Yeah. I mean, you could ask him if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. So I just happen to notice that you have quite the extravagant ring on your hand there. Don't see jewelry like that too often. Where's it from?
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, a bunch of friends and I, we like to congregate as business people, and we got each other these as gifts. It's really the only thing I like, but I keep buying.
Which hand is it on?
This would be on his right hand, and it's he's got these enormous bear paws. So
Yeah.
this ring is on his pinky finger. Like it looks like a pretty sizable ring, but this guy's mitts are so large that like even a large ring can only use pinky finger.
Right. Well,
Milo, if you want to make another negative 20 perception test.
I can give it a shot.
Kyle, when he mentions the ring, when Milo does, can I take a look and see what it looks like?
Yeah, sure.
Do I recognize it as anything particular? Like, is it a specific group? Because he says it's for like a group of friends. Like, is it a organization or anything like that I might know of?
No, so the kind of pattern on it looks like symmetrical and like done by an actual ring, like a jeweler, but it doesn't look like any sort of official significance. It looks like a very gaudy art piece, really.
So it's a cultist. Okay.
So yeah, it doesn't have any sort of official seal or grand symbolism, but there is like a pattern to it that looks like a individual hand made it.
Okay, so it does look somewhat expensive then, right?
Yes, it's very gaudy. And like I said, this guy is a mess of a person. He's Pigpen. So he is covered in like, residue from the brewery. Like he smells like a brewery. He's got dirt under his fingernails, but somehow like the only thing on his person that he seems to really care about is this ring.
Okay.
Well,
I
as
rolled a
you're
+1.
noticing, oh, correct. So, Milo, as you're looking kind of closer at this ring, you see that there's sort of, it looks to be ink underneath it on the skin. So it seems like there's probably a tattoo or something.
Okay.
Underneath the ring. And as you're noticing this, the two of you hear a clamor at the entrance of the inn. And in walks this very striking woman. Chris, can you
I'm on
grab...
it. I'm on it.
Yeah, so this
I mean,
lady
I'll
is...
saunter over after I've had a few ladles full of soup. I'll come over to the table where Milo's at.
Okay. Yeah, if the two of you want to join at any point, you can. You would all notice though that not so much the record scratch, but there is a bit of a stop and a restart as this lady enters the room. As you can see, she's very elegant, has this wide-brimmed hat with a long flowing feather, looks like a peacock feather. Lots of rolls and ruffles and patterns and stripes in her dress and bodice, and she's got a bunch of belts on her, and she actually comes on over to the table where most of you have congregated with Markov. And as Markov finally notices her, he puts both hands up and kind of spills a bit of his ale on you, Milo, as he gestures.
Elva! Oh, sorry, bud. Elva, come on over. Oh, boys, you should really meet her. So this is the reeve of the town. Her name's Elva Felgabel.
Can you say that again? Elva?
Well, so Elva would stride up, and she'd kind of trace a finger on your shoulder, Marathric, and say, Elva Felgabel.
Pleasure's all mine. Marathric.
Ah. Oh! So you were the four that Goswin sent for. All right.
Yes.
Well-
sorry about your friend.
Oh, dear man, thank you. Well, I did want to let you know that Goswin did pay the inn up front for a night, so you all do have rooms here. And the tab will be taken care of course. I can't imagine the night you've had. It's just sounds so dreadful. This legend, as it were, it's so disappointing that it's happening here.
Has it
Can I
happened
just, like-
elsewhere? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's my question I ask her. Has it happened elsewhere?
Oh no, I don't know. I just didn't want it to happen here because, I run here.
Certainly.
It's been terrible for business. We do get a lot of travelers and those who wish to visit the breweries, and this has kind of put a dent in business. I wonder if you could perhaps stay and maybe get to the bottom of it and finish the job. I mean, I'd still pay you whatever Goswin was planning to. Maybe more if you actually put an end to whatever's going on.
I'll look to Milo and say, "That seems fair enough. It is the reason we're here, after all."
Yeah, we were definitely hired for that reason.
Can I make a perception test? Do I feel like she's being sincere, or is it just her
That would
demeanor?
be intuition.
Intuition.
Yeah, you can do that straight up.
I was gonna suggest the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't seem too concerned that her fucking friend is dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which, being an elf, I understand. Ice cold, but still, come on. At least put on a face here, lady.
Damn, boys.
Dude, I am so good at this game. All my stats are in the 70s, and I've still failed.
Oh, rip.
I'll just stop doing anything.
Fucking Dieter,
Alright,
though.
So Marathric, you recognize that she has said words, and some of them interested you, and then they didn't, so you stopped listening.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
Oh, the humans prattling
As-
again.
Mm-hmm.
as for Dieter, you can tell that she is upset that this is happening, but you can tell that it's strictly on a business level. She could give less of a shit about any actual like death. She seems like a very polite businesswoman who has no regard for like humanity, maybe.
Sure.
Oh, a capitalist, okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's kind of the feeling I got from her, so that's great. My instincts are on that, and I kind of keep that to myself for now. But keep that in mind as I'm speaking with her. I suppose, Elva, one question I had was we're trying to follow up on some leads to get more information about what happened prior. Some folk in your town believe that this is the curse of someone, an executioner that murdered a priest a year ago from today.
Oh,
I'm sorry, rather a year ago past.
Yes, dreadful business. I believe it was a priestess. She belonged to the temple in the middle of the square here. She was well liked. It was very sudden. He moved recently to the town. As for what else I could tell you, I'm not sure. You could check the temple. The father, I think, knew her quite well.
Who recently moved to the town?
The executioner.
What happened to him?
Oh, he was executed.
Yeah, he got caught right away and he got executed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I misunderstood. So the executioner was executed for killing the priestess.
Correct.
Oh.
Do you know do you
ironic.
remember his name? Or the executioner executed,
He
huh?
got executed. Huh.
But what happened to that executioner?
He was killed just days ago.
Oh my god.
holy shit.
it all makes
The
sense.
plot thickens.
Holy fuck. What is trying to find the name? Oh, so one of you asked for the executioner's name?
Yeah.
She would. Okay, so she would turn to Kruger and say,
I believe, Friedward? Friedward something, yes. He was, like I said, brand new to the town. Not here long before he just went crazy.
And,
Can I intuition that? Does that seem like she's telling us the truth?
yeah, do intuition straight up.
Okay.
Ooh,
+3.
that's a nice roll. At a +3, again, she seems to be telling the truth. The only thing you can really detect is that she might just be really cold.
Great. Good to know.
She when she mentioned the temple and Sigmar and the father that knew the priestess, anytime she had to say anything about the temple or Sigmar, you seem to feel that coldness. So it might not be just a coldness towards people. She might just really be about business.
Okay.
And the more you look at her, the more you can realize she is decked out in the best of everything, and even jewelry and like trinkets that you've never seen before on people.
Let me see what some of my skills are. Now, Elva, we were originally hired to, investigate some murders, but there's now some serial killer out on the loose that you want us to sort of get to the bottom of. Is that what it sounds like? And he.
I believe the murders and the serial killer are the same thing.
Right. Yeah, I'm just getting to the fact that now we're having to fight something that doesn't seem human since it didn't have a head when we were fighting it.
Oh. Yeah, I just can't believe something like this is happening.
I know.
Here.
Right, and what I'm trying to get at is our services are generally pretty expensive, but the contract was very specific. I feel like just the contract didn't include fighting an entity like that. At the cost we were given, we might need a bit more.
An entity with bombs that lay
Right.
entire fields on fire.
Flames everywhere. I burn easily. It's not a great feature of mine, but it is true.
He cleaved our horse clean in half.
She is listening to Milo and while everyone is kind of like chiming in over his shoulder, like basically telling this lady like, you're gonna fucking pay us more. As she's listening to you, she's nodding and she's smiling wider and wider. And finally she holds up her hand and says,
Oh, boys, the money isn't an issue. We could even quadruple it so you'd be getting the entire share for yourselves individually. So I do hope that, you've seen that we're a town that cares about its people
and like you automatically think no, you don't think that.
Yes,
The town cares. Yes.
and the town prospers when we prosper.
Like she's putting on her politician
Campaign speech.
Yeah. Like you almost hear like a trumpet in the background start. And finally she kind of brings it in with
stay for as long as this takes. We'll set up your board here, and you'll have your meals here, and we'll pay you whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And she's like just kind of gesturing, and she looks to you, Milo, like a little wide-eyed.
Sure. Why don't we put it in paper and ink and we can come to an agreement,
Excellent. She claps her hands and she says,
Well, it is rather late, gentlemen, so I will be retiring, but I will show up early in the morning with papers, and we can go over them and come to an agreement on monetary compensation.
So when she was like looking at me wide-eyed, was that like a fear or just like a very unnerving?
I think
Like-
it's more excited that we're gonna do the job.
yeah,
maybe,
she's got zero poker face. She realizes that as soon as you said money, that's
she
like,
had an in.
that's like the one thing that she can do. So she was so excited. So it was
Great.
more along the lines of like picture her like getting done with a dance routine. She's like panting and just kind of like eyes wide looking at you like, huh?
Yeah, did good, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is great. We'll see you tomorrow.
Excellent.
I'll see you later, Markov. And she kind of gives him a saucy wave, and Markov holds up a tankard and says, "Oh, have a good night, Elva." And upon that, Markov is actually going to shove himself out of the booth and go,
I think I'm gonna follow her lead and go to bed.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, and he'll stick out his right hand for a handshake.
oh, and Markov would take it.
Yeah, and then he'll like clasp his left hand sort of over as like a double handshake, and he'll try to sleight of hand move the ring so you can see the tattoo.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Just take the ring.
I'm gonna give you. He's had plenty tonight. I'm gonna give you a plus 10 on that.
All right. Oof. We're gonna fortune point that.
Okay.
It's the same roll.
Oh.
So bad at this.
Holy shit. Yeah, sure.
Oh shit! Why did I do it?
81.
It's a 100. All right. You know, we're just gonna burn her. What is it? Resolve. Make it a 1.
Oh my god.
No, that's resilience.
Resilience. I always fucking fuck that up. All right. Make it a 1 with a resilience.
Okay, so we're taking.
A fortune, a heal, a resilience.
Jesus.
Okay.
Worth it? It's gonna be like a picture of a cat or something.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
totally worth
Oh,
it.
that's my little cat.
So, you clasp his hand and sort of maneuver it to where you move it ever so slightly without him noticing. And because his hands are so dirty and greasy, it seems to slide off. He probably takes it off and on a lot. So when you shift it to the next knuckle, you do see a tattoo underneath, and it's of this sort of deep scarlet eye. And at a 1, since you got a critical success, you notice very quickly, as soon as you had moved it to the next knuckle, the iris and the ink that is consisting of it melts downward behind the ring again.
What?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
No sort of eye tattoo was ever a good thing in any game or universe.
But one that follows to hide from eyesight? Nuh-uh.
Yeah, me and my group of friends. Yeah, I'm on to you.
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
does he call Akel the Hellbrass right here when he talks
Yeah.
to it?
All right.
So-
Gonna note that down and let the group know.
And Milo,
Oh, dude, just
Milo,
stab him
when
right
you-
now, Sean.
when you do that, he, as you kind of let go, he notices that the ring's on the wrong knuckle and kind of shoves it back into place, and in one swift motion goes to like reach behind himself and fake scratch his back so his right hand is not shown,
Mhm.
as if to have the tattoo cover up again.
Mhm.
And seems to be a little blustery, and takes off up into the inn where the rooms are. And it's going to be at this point where the inn's bar area kind of starts to die down, and you boys are left to head up to your rooms and sleep if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll sort of pull everyone sort of into a real quick. So yeah, we'll all wake up tomorrow morning. Also, that ring, very suspicious. He had a tattoo under it, you know. And when I moved the ring, the tattoo followed. Never seen that before.
The tattoo followed? What do you mean?
So I moved the ring up a knuckle, and the tattoo I saw for a brief moment, and then the tattoo shifted onto his skin to follow the ring, and I couldn't see the tattoo anymore. It was a deep scarlet eye.
Sounds like the stuff of the great enemy. Group of friends indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a good vibe from Miss Ilva either. You wouldn't offer a blank check or sign off at any price asked if you expected someone to actually do what they were asking.
I have a fishy feeling about the whole town as well. There's something not right here.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can stop by the temple tomorrow and speak with the priest. If there's someone who isn't corrupted in this hovel, that would be my best guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suppose we set up a watch between the four of us.
Yeah.
I would nod at that. Do we have one big room, Kyle, or is it multiple rooms?
So this will be like kind of a two twin bed situation. So you probably have 2 rooms.
Okay. Well, I would probably be with Milo then, since I'm kind of his bodyguard.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so one will sleep and one will watch, yeah?
Aye.
All right, stay alive, boys. See you in the morning.
Alrighty, so we have one of each of you staying up. So who are the 2 that are staying up?
I can take first
Oh, nice, nice.
for my
Okay,
room.
so Dieter and Marathric.
Yes.
Okay, so can the 2 of you give me a -20 perception test?
Oof.
-20, you say?
Yeah. Sounds like a spice. I still have
I
negative
mean-
10 for some reason. What's going on
I
here?
mean, I can. Am I going to enjoy it? Oh, still only got a marginal failure.
+0.
Wow.
2%.
Maybe
Alright.
maybe just my head will get cut off.
Got a success roll.
Dieter, the only thing you hear is kind of the low ember crackling of the your room does have a fireplace. So there is a
Nice.
there is a small crackling, and that's pretty much all you hear. Marathric, though, them ears are picking up something.
Okay.
If your rooms are pretty much on the like last end of the like if we look at the hotel, you're probably on this end of the house.
Okay.
In like towards the wall of the outside wall of the building. You hear over all on the other side of the inn a clomp, like something kind of landed on the roof.
A clomp? That sounds a lot like a horse.
Yeah.
Could be a reindeer.
A
Fair.
hoof. Maybe it's
Could be.
Beastmen.
Could be Warhammer Santa.
I have flashbacks to the Beastmen destroying my outpost, and I grab my halberd and rush to the window.
Which window?
The closest one, and then I'll check each one if there's more than one.
So the one in your room?
Yeah, if there's one in the room.
So there is one that you can open and sort of lean out to that side of the hotel or the inn.
Sure.
And you look up and you see the chimney there, billowing smoke. Can you give me another straight up perception check?
If I didn't have this -10 modifier, yes, I would definitely love to do that. Boom! 6%, 7 success levels.
easy.
God.
Behind the smoke, you can clearly see the outline of shoulders, a billowing cape,
Oh no.
and no head. And it sort of inches down. It has started walking on the opposite side of the hotel, so as to almost like he must have heard the window, so he started clambering over on this side. So you see him for a brief instant through the smoke of the chimney.
Okay. I will rush to Milo's bed and shake him awake.
What? What's that?
He's in the town.
Who's he? He?
The horseman.
What the fuck is he doing in the town?
I don't know. Wake the
He's gonna-
others.
Jump out of bed. Quietly.
As you guys are talking, you're hearing the clomp, like huge, heavy footsteps, get closer and closer to the edge of the hotel here.
All right. I'm going to
Go
rush
wake the others.
outside while he hopefully gets the others awake. I'm going to try to redeem myself and at least stand my ground, like any proud Texan American would.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to rush outside, grab my halberd, and get out into the street and see if I can see where he's at.
Okay, while you're making your way through the hallway of the hotel and down onto the first floor, you guys are on the second floor. As you're rounding the corner of the staircase down to the first floor, you hear glass shatter, and a small time later, the sound of screaming. The screams sound like a male, older, and the glass shattered from this room.
I will go towards that room, see if I can get in.
Okay, you find the door locked,
Oh, we're
or
kicking it open.
it feels like there's something impeding the opening of the door.
Oh, okay. Do I hear anything else going on inside?
You hear a bunch of there was a vase shattering, there's stuff getting knocked over, it's pandemonium in there. There's a guy screaming. There's a very low voice that you can't quite make out, and it sounds echoey. And then a regular man's voice screaming for his life.
All right. Yeah, I'll try the door once, give it a shoulder charge, and if that, when I realize it's locked, we're going to try to kick it down.
Okay. If you want to, let's see. Yeah, give me a melee basic.
Okay. That I can do. Yeah, I don't have any negative here. It's something with perception test on this character sheet. Weird. Critical success. Fuck this door.
Oh man.
You don't have any strange statuses on, do you, Chris, on this?
I think it has to do with the talent. Maybe. That's my guess, because I have acute sense. It's probably messing something up.
Maybe. So, Marathric, wanting to redeem yourself, you plant your halberd into the ground, do this fancy-ass twirl around it, land once again, perform another twirl with the halberd, and then just reach out and fucking front kick this door. And it splinters in two, and you realize that what was impeding the door's opening was a body.
Oh,
and
shit.
You look up and you see the body of the headless horseman standing there holding the head of Barkov.
Oh no! Our drunk friend cultist guy. Wait, I don't care about this fucker. Yeah, so initially confused, then grip my weapon like I'm about to charge, but then the gears in my little head start to turn. But I'll point the halberd at him, and I'm gonna say, go ahead.
Oh, Marathric, while you splinter the door, he turns his body to quote unquote look at you. And as you're about to step in, halberd at the ready, he holds up his hand, his right hand, and sort of turns it to show you all sides of it,
Okay.
as if he's asking you to do the same.
And now that I have a clear look at this guy, like there's definitely no head on his shoulders, right?
There's zero chance that there's like, you don't know of any trickery that can make someone appear to not have a head, but this, whatever this thing is, has no head on its shoulders. It is an empty space.
Okay. If I get the sense he wants me to like hold my hand up, I will. I'll still have held the halberd kind of point with my other hand, try to brace myself, wide stance. But I'll cautiously hold my hand up first with the back of my hand towards him, and then I'll slowly turn it so the palm is facing him. Keeping my eyes on him, like where his hand is. Is he drawing a weapon? Obviously, very cautious, but also curious.
So when
what I wanted to, I'm gonna say, what is it you want, demon?
he would put his hand down slowly and look at you, or well, whole body in your direction, and you'd hear a voice echoing, almost like reverberating from underneath his armor, like through the head hole.
Okay.
And it starts as a whisper and then becomes a regular voice and says, "Yes, those who curse, those curs who bear the eye, they took her life and now must die. Her prayers unheeded, Ute rots. Though Sigmar failed her, I will not."
Yeah, the gears are definitely turning. And then, I'll still have my hands on my halberd, but I'll kind of lower it so I'm not as threatening. And I'll say, they're the ones that killed the priestess?
The body would make a gesture as if it nodded once. So like
Okay.
kind of dips its armor to you.
Okay. What is the
And then-
priestess's fate to you?
An innocent life. Dost thou need more?
Were you the executioner?
He looks at you, steps back once and says, I had a head for the blade. They had a blade for my head. Then I took up this axe, and I keep it fed. And with that, he jumps out the window.
Dude, this guy is so
Fucking awesome.
cool. Wish I could roleplay as good as this guy.
Now,
Badass.
now
Right.
he's jumped out the window, and
Is this
you
a
notice-
first story window or a second story window?
How much
This
fall
is
damage does Jake?
this is the second story window.
Oh man, he's even cooler.
And Marathric, give me a +20 perception.
Oh yeah, now you're talking my language. Yeah, none of this -10. Get out of here. Oh yeah.
Guess we should
Easy.
join.
Good, bro.
We should join
Excellent.
this guy's company.
+5.
So with him having already smashed through the window, the drapes are all cut up. You notice as the drapes billow in the wind, behind it, there's a little smoking pumpkin.
Oh shit. Backing out of the room.
As you do, would you, is there anything else you need?
I mean, I would instinctively back up when I see the bomb laying there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm not thinking about evidence or anything like that if he left a parting gift, so...
Okay. So as you deftly roll back out of the room, you can kind of... You hear a little bit of a... and you look inside the room, and it's just filled with orange smoke.
Okay, I'm confused now, but I'll be. I imagine at this point maybe some of the others will show up, but you guys probably see me like, obviously just threw myself out of the room and now kind of like cock-headed looking at it, like what the fuck? You see fucking orange smoke billowing out of the room. Is there any fire or just smoke?
No, it with your perception at that +5, the second time you look, you kind of see it turns out to be a smoke bomb.
Oh. Okay.
So essentially it just blew in the window.
So he's a headless horseman ninja. Okay.
He's the green goblin, okay?
Cooler.
The Halloween skin. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're playing the Halloween skin.
Excellent.
Yeah, well then I mean, I'll kind of wait for the smoke to dissipate and wait for the others, and then I'll go in there and check on the body.
Yeah, if I assuming I'm up, I hear some of this.
I mean, I
don't
went
know.
to wake you guys up immediately.
All right.
It seems our friend is on a quest of revenge.
You don't
so-
say.
He's the executioner, like we suspected.
And he's
Clean.
targeting these members of the group?
That mark of the eye. Claimed that was the ones that truly killed the priestess. He was innocent.
Interesting.
He had me show my hand. He didn't draw his weapon or even strike me. Once I showed him my right hand, he spoke. Answered
Okay.
questions even.
It is quite fascinating.
I sense a cover-up.
Something's fishy in the town for sure.
You think we can even trust the temple?
Perhaps. We'll have to see.
Yeah. If he's not wearing one of those rings, I think we should be safe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to be on the lookout for the mark. I'll kneel down and take a look at the guy's body.
Okay, so you're looking over the body of Markov, and it's pretty crumpled up. But you can tell that, yeah, he did slice off both his head and his right hand. You do notice the ring is on the ground.
Oh. Well, I'll take that. Take a look at it.
Okay.
Anything
You
particular
don't-
about it?
You don't, again, there's a pattern to it. It looks not super professionally made or has any sort of official look to it. Just like a very gaudy art piece of a thing.
I'll be down like on one knee when I'm doing this, and I'll look up to Milo and kind of flick it with my thumb. I'll toss the ring in his direction.
Yeah. I mean, we're basically at the same height at this point, right? Catch it.
Dude, I'm fucking 6'7". I am fucking huge.
Yeah, so then
Yeah,
you're
you're a big
looking
boy.
down at me still.
While you're kind of shifting his body around, you feel a weight kind of drop his part of his shirt down, and Morathric, you reach in and you pull out a notebook. Upon opening it, no matter how you look at it, under candlelight, under perfect light, the words, the pictures, the pictograms on the pages are out of focus no matter how you look at this book.
Strange. I'll hand it to the others to take a look at.
Yeah. So when we look at it, we can't really decipher anything, right?
Correct. Like you can sense that there's stuff on the page, but there's like just this filter over it.
Okay. I might really regret this. I'm gonna put the ring on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Great idea, but terrible idea.
Yeah.
You disappear to everyone else.
Frodo!
No. As you put the ring on, you kind of feel bad. Not like hurt. Just kind of just kind of meh.
Quick,
Not
someone
great.
get this man a cider.
And you get over your general malaise and relook at the book, and it's the same thing. It's just blurry. It's super blurry.
And then I'll take the ring off. Yeah, nothing happened. Fuck me.
Do we have a means to maybe trace or take like a little drawing of the tattoo that he has, so we have something to look at? I don't know if I have any
Well, the tattoo's gone because it was on his hand.
trappings. Shoot.
Sean's or Milo's the only one who's actually seen it. But,
Yeah.
I mean, an eye. I think we'd all recognize a tattoo of an eye.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get the tattoo putting on the ring.
No. Besides
You know what that means.
besides like the general feeling of nothing happens to Milo.
Good.
And as soon as you take it off, you feel fine again.
Okay.
Do you mind if I see that for a moment?
Sure.
I'm gonna put it on our dead friend's other hand and see if that does anything.
So you can fit it on his left pinky finger. Again, this guy's mitts were huge. And the moment you put it on his left finger, nothing happens.
Okay.
You take it off slowly to see if anything's like coming off as a trace, and there's nothing. There's nothing on the inside band. It seems as though it's just maybe the tattoo part was enchanted on the guy, but the ring doesn't seem to have any sort of that eye property.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna put the book in his hand and the ring and try them together real quick.
Okay. Nothing happens.
All right.
It's one of those moments where you make a comment about a chair being too specific, and then the players just never stopped investigating the chair.
All right. I'm out of ideas.
I got it on my bingo card. It's fine.
I suppose we should eventually just call it a night and do some investigation in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually,
Calm people down and explain what happens.
Yeah. Eventually, the news starts to run through the inn, and the town watch does make an appearance to pick up the body and sort of take statements from everybody. And Bertil comes up to you guys, and you just let her know whatever you'd like, and they take away the body, and things start to die down, so you guys can get back to sleeping.
Definitely.
Right.
Do we die in our sleep, or do we make it to morning?
Nope, you all make it to morning.
Damn.
And the next morning is very morose, especially with news of what happened to Markov making its way through both the inn and the town. Seems as though, like, even though he was a very loud man, he was pretty well liked. The townspeople certainly liked him. He tended to buy many rounds anytime he was out at any of the establishments, so people really liked him. When you wake and go down, there is breakfast available, and as you're eating, a younger gentleman with stacks of documents shows up and stands next to the table and regards Milo. Hello, you must be Milo Duckweed.
That's me. Yep.
Hi, Axel Vagen. I'm here on behalf of Elva Felgabel.
That name just doesn't ring a bell. Not sure who that is.
Elva Felgabel doesn't ring a bell?
Nope, no
Well,
bells.
sir, she's the reeve of the town, and
Okay.
she's the one who met you at the inn last night, and wanted to set up a contract with you. So
Oh.
unfortunately, she's attending to other business on account of what happened to Mr. Markov. So I'm in charge of helping you out, and believe me, I'm pretty good at this sort of stuff. So we can do some contract work if you like.
Sure, you can. Well, what's this contract? What are the details, I guess?
Well, basically, they just want you to get to the bottom of these murders of this so-called I don't even want to say it, but you know, the guy without the.
Yeah, the
Anyway.
headless horseman guy. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, if you guys can get to the bottom.
Kyle, in the middle
Yeah.
of this, I'm going to be
Yeah.
like, this is more of your wheelhouse, Milo. I'm going to go get some work done. And
Yep, okay,
I'm
good luck.
going to be like, I'm going to head to the temple. And if any of the others decide to join me, that's fine. And then I, as I'm getting up to leave, I would look to Dieter and Kruger and say, someone might want to maybe find out a bit more about our recently deceased friend. Let's find out exactly what he did here in the town. Or see maybe if we could question the executioner of the executioner.
Didn't really learn a whole lot about him, did we?
No. I'll be at the temple. And I will leave because I have no time for this boring paperwork nonsense.
Is anybody else wanting to go to the temple?
I think I'll see if I can split up and find some more information on my own about either Marco or the executioner.
Okay. So we will leave Milo dealing with this very very precocious assistant to Elva. And we will have Dieter. Would you mind giving me a difficult gossip test, which is a -10?
I see. -10 and... Ooh, I am not doing so well. I have an astounding failure at -7.
Ooh. Okay, so you're kind of going around, maybe not picking up the read of the room. The whole town is on edge now that you do hear more gossip about the type of people who were killed, which like ranges from regular townsfolk, farmers, and to have someone as big in stature as Markov to die, and so brutally in the middle of town now. This is everyone is kind of tight-lipped, so unfortunately you're not getting a lot.
Got it. Well, I tried.
And we will follow Marathric to the temple. where upon entering,
Kruger, are you coming with, or are you gonna go do something else?
Yeah, I was gonna join for the temple run here.
All right.
okay. Okay, so you are greeted at the entrance to the temple by a Father Lothar Schmidt, and
Is this a Sigmarite temple?
yes,
Okay.
he kind of gives you a polite little bow and says, "Hello, Father Lothar Schmidt."
Good morning, Father. My name's Marathric. This is my associate, Kruger. We're here investigating the horsemen and these murders that have been plaguing the town. I was wondering if you might have a moment of time to spare.
Oh, of course.
What can you tell us about the priestess who was murdered about a year ago?
Her name was Ute Bot.
I'll look to Kruger when he says the first name.
Yes, she was quite a wonderful person. You know, they say that that executioner Hauptfeld killed her.
What do you say, Father?
I believe something else is happening. Do you want to give me a +20 intuition test, Marathric? Also Kruger, if you'd like.
I don't think I need the bonus, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. +5.
All right.
Throwing in.
I did not do
Ooh!
good.
Ooh.
98.
So Marathric, while he's talking, he does lead on that he thinks something happened, but he's maybe holding back a little.
Okay. Were you friends with Ute? Did you know her well?
We knew each other. I'd say we were friends, yes.
You don't seem as convinced of the executioner's guilt as everyone else we've spoken with.
It's not so much that I'm sure of his intentions. It's that I don't believe the story. And it just taints both of them, and I know her.
What was the story?
That it was a crime of passion, and that there was a fight, and there was just whatever they say happened, I don't believe. And they were so quick to move on. That whole group.
When you say they, who do you mean specifically?
Well, everyone knows that there are those that run the town of Hallt that seem to enjoy better harvests and luckier times.
I'm familiar with such things in the Empire from what I've seen.
Yes, I don't believe it. I think there's something sinister afoot, and I believe a lot of them are involved.
Who else? Wouldn't happen to be your Reeve and what was his name?
Arkhov.
Barkov?
Markov, yeah.
I'm sorry, Markov.
Yeah. As soon as you mention the Reeve, Father Lothar kind of rushes forward towards you and holds your mouth shut and says,
My dear boy, they are everywhere.
and
Perhaps we can go inside.
He slowly takes his hand off your mouth, and he shakes his head and he says,
The terror that would befall me and this temple, just talking about this.
he makes the sort of the symbol of the hammer and kind of bows and says,
I simply can't. No.
and he turns to close the temple doors, and before he does, leans outside to you, Marathric, and says,
I believe something is going to happen tonight. And if it were to happen, it would be on the hill.
and he would point just back beyond the temple behind him, and kind of cresting on the opposite side of the town is this large hill dotted with sort of rogue pumpkin patches. And at the top of the hill is this large stone and wood windmill. And Marathric and Kruger, if you could give me a perception.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, nice.
All right.
nice roll.
All right. Marathric, you notice there's something off about that windmill. And Kruger, as if to kind of, you look over and see that he also is noticing something, and you put two and two together. The windmill is turning in a way that is counterintuitive to the angle of the sails. So it shouldn't be moving the way it is.
I'll nod to the priest, say, "We'll take care of it, Father. Thank you." And then I'll turn to Kruger, and not quite maybe picking up on the windmill, but having a feeling something is off, I'll kind of look to him and then look back at the windmill kind of ominously.
Is that turning backwards?
Yeah, and then he'll probably click two and two together. I think I know where we need to go. Shall we get the others?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll head back to the inn, and hopefully he's done with his little contract meeting.
Alrighty, so Marathric and Kruger and Dieter, you all converge back to the inn, where you come back to Milo, like propping his head up, drifting, and this kid is just going, and then sign the triplicate here, and then initial there, and then we're good to go.
I'm gonna try to haggle and like sign in a bunch of extra small shit that they have to do for us.
Give me a haggle at plus 20.
An 80. I succeed by 1.
Okay. at some point he had gotten bored too, and you take every moment to like write something into the margins, and he doesn't seem to notice. And if he does, he just really needs this to work out, so he lets it slide.
Right.
All right. And he hits a big stamp, and then gets up and sort of puts it back into this little case that he has, and bows and says, "Pleasure doing business with you guys, and I hope you find out what's going on. Have a good day." And he takes off.
You didn't sign away our souls, did you, Milo?
No, I just we're gonna get a real big payout. Houses. We each get a portion of the land here. Some of Markov's breweries. I don't think he remembers what we agreed to, but that's okay.
One might say a nice bonus.
Yeah.
Got him.
As you're all laughing, you hear a horrible scream outside.
Oh, here we go again. All right. Which cultist is being murdered now? Let's go find out.
Not really bothered by it, but you know.
Yeah.
It's working pretty well for us.
Yeah.
We get all their worldly possessions when they die, so fuck it. Let's ball.
Is it coming from the windmill, or is it like out in the streets?
No, so you are out in the you hear it straight out in the streets.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
Okay. As you all kind of make your way out to the front of the inn, you notice a man making a beeline down the road. If anybody wants to give me a perception test.
I'm sorry, who's coming down the road?
You don't recognize him. He just seems like some person.
Oh, okay.
Some townsfolk person.
Passed by 0.
+3.
Okay.
Failed
So
by
Milo.
2.
Critical failure. Nice.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
So Milo and Marathric, since you two kind of got the closest look at all this stuff, you look at this guy sprinting down the road, and on his right hand is a ring.
Oh, I'm gonna get out in front and stop this guy. I'm gonna fucking basically try to get in front of him and hit him in the chest. I'm gonna try to hit him in the chest with the bar of the halberd, like across his chest, like a clothesline almost.
Okay, give me a polearm test.
Oh hell yeah. Hell no. -1.
Okay, so he sees. I mean, you're riding a big high, Marathric. You're doing
right
pretty
I am.
good. So you kind of turn your back to this guy and jut out the halberd staff part, and you're just looking at everybody else like, check this shit out. And he just
Yes.
he just ducks right underneath it. He manages to catch it just in time and goes, "Oh fuck!" and ducks right under. And turns around and is like, "Asshole." And as he runs, you hear the thundering hooves of a horse. And down the road after this guy rides the headless horseman on a different horse.
Oh.
It looks just like he must have picked up someone else's horse, might have stolen it. So he darts past you, the horse jumping over the pole arm of the halberd, and knocks down the running man and deftly slices his head off and dismounts quickly to slice off the arm. And as he gets back onto the horse, he turns the horse to kind of set his armor's gaze on the four of you. And Morathric, it feels like it's more towards you. And he holds up his right hand and turns it back and forth and points to the windmill. And after he does that, he rears his horse and launches his horse back to the windmill. What do you guys do?
I think that's our cue.
Yeah, that seems pretty clear direction.
Let's do it. Go to the windmill.
Alrighty. You boys make your way to the windmill.
This guy's efficient, man. He doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a great map. Oh, the fucking pumpkins.
So, with all of your gear, everything at the ready, you guys make your way to the windmill, and as you start to approach the top of this hill that the windmill's on, you see that the door has been left open. You can only assume that the horseman is in there.
Do we hear anything?
Give me a perception check.
Now, while we walk into here, I'm gonna preload this gun.
+4.
Alrighty, +4. For Morathric, you're picking up something from inside the windmill. Sounds a bit like chanting. Very rhythmic. And the closer you guys get to the top of the hill and the entrance to the windmill, those chants start to become screams. And you see, as you finally get to the top of the hill, can we get tokens out, Chris?
Yep. When I hear that, I'll be like, quickly. Go, go, go.
Alrighty, so the four of you, let's have you like about here. And as the four of you make your way to about there, Chris, there's going to be the door is going to rebound and shatter as someone has been thrown through it, and it's the headless horseman.
Oh yeah. Is he on foot?
He is on foot. The horse that he was riding is nowhere to be seen.
Cool. Ominous. Like it.
And as could you actually have him about here? He was thrown pretty far through.
Oh, he was thrown. Oh shit.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
that's not good.
So out from the windmill steps two people. One, Chris, if you could get Anselm in here, as well as shit,
Diomira?
Yeah, Diomira. So as the headless horseman is knocked out of the windmill, these two step out.
Oh.
Shit.
So you are facing one Diomira Kiefer and Anselm Buckberger. Now Anselm is the replacement executioner for the town. And Diomara Kiefer happens to be a falconer. And with her is her trusty falcon Verminbane. And as you look at this bird, its feathers seem to be iridescent and like liquid as the pattern flows from the eyes down to the tail and undulate between black and gold and blue.
That's a fucking Zeech fucking falcon if I ever saw one.
Yeah, I can't say it in game, but yeah, good description.
It even looks like
and-
it. Just looking at this fucking picture.
Yeah. And that is when we will start our encounter.
Do you need a token for the bird too?
Yes, please.
Oh, his token's all fucked up. Hold on, I gotta get the other one. Hi. Oh wait, are these tokens gonna be jacked up? Oh, I hope not. No, they look good.
Anselm
Yeah,
is.
hold on. Yeah. Sorry guys, we gotta use the shitty one.
That's okay.
I'll just put the other one just in case to make sure they don't get fucked up. Okay.
The PC should be fine, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Big oof.
Oh, lots of oofs.
I don't know. Me and Kruger just kind of fucking working it. More
This is bullshit.
you. Yeah, the elf's slower than the fucking halfling.
It's because I have armor, you little shit. Remember that?
Wearing armor too, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure you are.
Alrighty.
He's wearing some tough ass leather.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, boys. It's the showdown at the windmill. We have 2 cultists and 1 super cool falcon that just whooped the ass of a headless horseman who is, at the moment, at your feet. Milo, you are up first. What would you like to do?
Okay, so he's going to look at which one? Ansem. Ansem's up top. Okay, so he's gonna go Anselm. Gonna go over here. Point at Anselm, and he's gonna try to blather.
Okay.
So, called opening your mouth and letting your belly rumble in Nordland, or simply bullshitting in Ostland. Blathering involves talking rapidly and incessantly, or talking volubly and at length about inconsequential or nonsense matters. And it's used to verbally confuse and confound your target. Use your charm skill to blather. Attempt an opposed charm versus intelligence. Successes give your opponent a stunned condition. So, yeah, I will attempt to charm him
Okay.
to blather.
You like start bitching about like your grandma's favorite pie.
Yeah, it's just
He's
like,
what the fuck?
none of the pies in this goddamn town have any of the right fucking filling. You guys don't know how to season your food. Humans never do this right. That's why only halflings are allowed to do this shit.
So this is unopposed?
No, it's an opposed he has to roll an intelligence.
Oh, bother. Well, this should be fun.
Yeah.
That's really good considering you make a charm test and he only has to make an intelligence test.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, actually. That's fucking rigged.
Minus
Yeah.
7.
So, this, you just launch into whatever, and he's holding his weapon, which is this great axe, and you see it start to dip, and he has this hellish mask on, but behind that, his eyes are just drooping. And you see him start to sway a bit. And so that's what, 1 stun condition?
Yep, just 1.
Okay.
That's still really good.
And so yeah, you have stunned him.
And I'll motion towards the group to like him.
Oh, get him, boys!
Laughing, boys.
Pile
That
on!
one.
Yeah.
You gonna learn today.
Oh god, about to turn this guy into a pinata.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Alrighty, so Kruger, you are up next.
Kruger Kaufman, what a great name.
I got the signal from Milo, so I guess I'm gonna pull out the blunderbuss.
Are we the bad guys?
Last
Like the
guy.
the little halfling mob boss is like, fuck this guy up now.
Oh, we the baddies.
Do it.
Nah, no way. Not a shot in hell.
Not with that helmet.
I mean,
feel
Chris,
like
historically,
that.
halflings in Warhammer. I mean,
Yeah. Looks like this guy didn't pay his tax money this week, did he?
Yeah.
I still think about that deathmatch halfling.
Oh, that's what I was thinking too when I
Yeah.
saw this. Yeah, just kabam.
Yeah, this is his origin story.
Alright.
Fuck him up, Kruger.
What happens here? Ooh.
Oof.
Oof,
Ooh,
indeed.
okay.
I guess that's bad.
Should probably, fortune that, right?
Oh, you have blast on that too. You can hit all of them. Well, you can hit the bird. Well, I'm assuming the bird's
Yeah.
unarmed, but if they were close enough together, you could hit multiples. But
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I will reuse a fortune point to reroll.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a crit.
Ooh, and a crit.
Wow, that was close.
So
I just skin of your teeth.
let's hit that critical.
yeah. Oh my god, they did like no damage.
Somehow.
What are you shooting him with? A fucking turkey leg?
Ooh. Okay.
Horn thigh.
Oh, 3 bleeding conditions? Oh,
Game
Yeah.
over.
So we're gonna apply that bleeding.
pass a challenging endurance test or gain the prone condition until you receive surgery to stitch up the wound. Each time you receive damage to this leg, also receive an additional bleeding condition. And it does 3 wounds.
All right.
Wow.
So endurance. Let's see if he stays up for this. Ooh, just barely.
Critical success!
Ooh.
His thigh is so thick.
Yeah, he works out.
All right. So he's still
Never
got.
skip leg day.
So he's still got 3 bleeding conditions, but he's still up for some reason. And let's see, that was
it
8
was 3
damage.
Oh yeah, plus 3 additional from the crit.
Okay. And 3. Okay, so he is not having a great night. He is very wounded.
Right, I've got a quick question.
Yeah.
There's this quality of damaging,
Mm-hmm.
which is you can use the higher score from either the unit's die or the success level to determine the damage caused. So the success level is 0,
Mm-hmm.
but the unit's die was 7.
Oh, so you want to add? You
Oh,
can
it
add
didn't-
7 to
I
that.
add 7? Is that what damaging does?
Yeah, it didn't.
I
It
think so.
didn't.
Didn't choose the
That's
highest.
where
dice.
normally it does, but that's
'Cause
weird.
it is
yeah.
8 base.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you
Kruger-
know why? I see
Yeah.
why. It's doing it as an opposed test, so
Mhm.
you need to. It hasn't finished the thing. That's why. Like it
Oh,
still
like-
thinks the test is floating out there.
Like you would
Oh.
have to take a dodge roll or something.
Right, but it's not. But since it's unopposed,
You would.
it's just kind of open.
Unless he has...
Okay. So
Yeah, and then when he made the endurance test, you see at the bottom it says Anselm won against Kruger by 1 success level. So
Yeah.
it thinks he won the test. That's why it's doing that. So
okay.
oh, because
Um,
yeah, okay.
So Kruger, with that shot, how would you like to kill this guy?
Oh Jesus!
Oh, well, I think it's just like a straight down the middle, like it's a blunderbuss. So I hit him in the
Yeah.
chest, and he kind of like pops open like a tin can, and a bunch of tomato soup comes out.
Ooh.
Do you ever hear this guy Richter Bloom? It's kind of like that.
So-
You just turned his head to pink mist.
So Kruger, with the aim that you've honed over so many long years of using these weapons, you just unload right into this guy's chest, and it shreds it open like it's like it's a spread open book, and his entrails just flap out on the ground. And Chris, if you could do the honors.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Oh,
That man is dead.
He did.
I was waiting for the goblin.
All right.
Be sure to give yourself point of advantage too.
Oh
You earned
yeah.
Oh yes.
Great.
Oh yes.
Am I lucky
So-
enough to catch the falcon in
Is
his
this-
shrapnel from the blast?
Kyle, are you
It's-
sure we're playing Warhammer?
They're hanging out on what's her name shoulder.
No, it's simply just on the other space to show it. It's more closer to her than him. But I mean, you shred the wall right next to her, and she sees her
My God.
compatriot fall like a broken accordion, and she lets out a horrible scream. Marathric.
I'm gonna try to cut that scream down. Die, cultist!
Oop. All right.
Charging in.
Okay. While you're doing that, really quick, could everybody give me a negative
Oh no.
30 perception test?
Oh, ouch. Negative 30. Come on,
Big
man.
oof.
Luckily, I already got negative 10 there for you, so I'm halfway there. Boom. Ooh, almost.
Big oof.
-1.
Okay.
-7.
I'll take a dark deal.
Ooh, almost
Oh,
there. Marginal.
Jeter, almost on an
failure.
8.
Almost.
Ooh, okay.
Dark deal a +2.
All right, Milo. Over the squishing and sloshing of the insides of Anselm becoming the outsides, and the screaming of Diamora, which is about to get cut down by Marathric, you notice over the din of all this, the chanting has taken on a different layer of sound. Inside the windmill, you're starting to hear the voices sound like they're choking while chanting.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can't be anything too bad.
And so, Marathric, back to you. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge with the halberd
Okay.
and try to cut down this filthy chaos cultist.
Okay.
Especially those Zeech ones. Can't trust them.
Hmm.
Yeah, so here we go. Make sure she's targeted. I forget how. Oh, I gotta move him out of the way. How do I target when I'm a player?
Double right.
Double right click. yeah.
I can't because I'm a GM. I gotta do it this way.
Oh.
Alright, let's see if this works.
Yeah, you can mouse over and hit T. I think that's how I've done it.
Okay, I'll make sure. Hold on. There we go. Oh, wait, I didn't put charging, so that's another.
Plus
so it's
four.
+4. Yep.
Okay. So she is going to try and dodge. As you lunge at her, she kind of hikes her shoulder up so the bird takes off, and she will attempt to dodge. Okay, +2, but you beat it by 1. Or by 2. So that would be 13 damage.
No, it would have been 13 total, -2, so 11.
Okay. So 11 damage
To the body.
to the body.
Get
Alrighty. So
If
she
she has any armor there, it gets dropped by 1 point because of hack.
Okay. Which one is the armor? Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know if she has any.
So she does. So you slam the halberd into her gut. The angle you hit her in, though, is not enough to pierce her, but she does take a considerable amount of sort of like physical damage from that.
Okay.
And she curls over and sort of is on the verge of puking,
All right.
but she is still up.
Anselm's dead.
Yeah, he is. Now the bird does not like you doing shit to his owner, so he's just gonna be flapping right there, and he's going to attack you. How do I end up How did you end up doing it, Chris? Targeting?
You right click on the token and then left click on the little the little bullseye in the bottom left,
Okay.
and then just make the attack off the character or off the bird's character sheet.
Gotcha. Let's see what he's got.
And he would have plus 20 for outnumbering, because she's still standing.
Oh, okay. So we'll do.
I cover my eyes. I don't want to lose them to the bird.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Oh,
Defend. Ew. I saw it plus 2.
so you still like it, Marathri? It's like a bird. It's a bird. You know, you're a high elf. You've fucked with birds before. It's of no consequence.
Especially chaos birds.
Yeah. So you're still kind of concentrating on the lady and fuck this bird. So Vermin Bane does nothing.
I was expecting him to like shoot a spell or something. I was ready to meet Zeech on that one.
Yeah, or turn into a person or some shit. So Gizmodo, or sorry, the headless horseman, has been prone on the ground, so he will get up, and he will join Marathric,
Oh yeah.
and take his anger out on Diamora. Okay.
Slice and dice. Oh jeez. Plus 6. Oh my god.
Oof.
Does she even have a weapon?
She does have weapons. She has a dagger and a bow.
Oh, okay. So no, not really.
No. This is probably not going to go great for her. Again, she will probably attempt a dodge.
Come on, Gizmodo. Now's your chance. Oh!
Ooh!
Oh,
Nicely done.
Wow.
What almost does.
Plus 4.
Yeah.
Well,
So
12
that's
damage.
12 damage to the right leg. Let's see. So that's okay. She's so upset. The headless horseman takes his great axe and just places it way over his shoulders, and just a big meat cleaver slice down and just hacks into her leg, and she lets out this horrific wail. And while it did cause enough damage, she is still standing, which leads to her turn.
Tough girl.
Alrighty. I'm just trying to see what she may have, which is nothing. In close range, no, that's not gonna work. She is going to attempt to cut Marathric. She's desperate at this point. One hand covering her eyes, and the other just swinging the dagger left and right wildly. So she's going to target you.
All right, let's do it. Oh, that doesn't look great.
Oh boy.
Yeah, minus 5.
Plus 7?
Dear. So Marathric, you're getting pretty tired of this this dumb fight. So you almost like disappointingly bat away her dagger, and it nearly gets out of her grasp, and she stumbles. There's no power or energy behind her attack anymore.
Pathetic.
Can everyone give me a straight up perception test?
+2.
-2.
+3.
Oof, -6. No good.
Okay, so Dieter, you're too far away, so you're not really getting the full picture here. Kruger, you do have some pretty good vision. Milo, you're kind of busy staring at the desecrated carcass of Anselm. Not really getting that up close to that before. But Marathric and Kruger, both of you, you're starting to notice that there's something seeping out of the windmill.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Like this pink, pussy, undulating
Ugh.
ooze. And as it's coming out, it like reaches out really quickly and grabs the carcass of Anselm and drags it into itself.
Is it the fucking pink goo from Ghostbusters 2?
It's the blob.
The thing?
Yeah, and
Neo the Carpathian?
the scourge of Moldavia. Yes.
Yes.
You see it grab Anselm's body and start to slowly suck it into itself. And just as it reaches the outside of the windmill, it shoots out and grabs at Diamora, the headless horseman, and even the fucking falcon. And Marathric, I'm gonna have you take a +20 athletics test.
Okay. Oh my god. There are so many numbers right now, guys.
Oh!
+10! With a 3!
So you see these tendrils of goo shoot out and grab everybody, and 2 or 3 tendrils shoot out at you, Marathric, and you just Neo Matrix this shit. Do a couple of backflips and rolls, and as you're doing so, are kind of motioning to drive everyone back.
Is it possible, if I can I try to grab the horseman by a hand and see if I can make sure it doesn't get pulled in?
I mean, at a +10, I'd say that you had that capability.
At least try to make sure he doesn't get pulled in all the way. I don't know if I can break him free, but that would be my intention.
So, at the point where you are escaping it, it had just reached the other 3 people. Well, the two people and the bird. So you're able to kind of get your hand on the opening of his armor and sort of just yank it backwards. And as soon as the initial tug frees him from the main tendril, he, of his own power, books it with you.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
stumble back.
yeah, so you guys are probably about here. And yeah, so Chris, those tokens are no more.
I know what we need now.
Yeah. So as the tendrils sort of grab these figures, they begin to formulate broken, there's a broken horse leg, there's a scaly dragon hoof. You know, like there's pincer arms. There's just regular humanoid arms sticking out. There's eyes. There's claws. Different sort of teeth. And you're looking at a newly formed chaos spawn.
Oh boy.
I was not expecting that, but all right.
That is some insane art.
So this figure does, I mean, the horse and the headless horseman did terror 2, so I'm gonna have to go with this guy being fear or terror 2.
Oh, shit. Okay. Good old cool. We're clean. +6.
Marginal success.
Okay.
I stand my ground.
Oof. I think this is probably a good one to. Oh no, wait, because it does the broken.
Yeah,
Ah,
broken
yeah.
is fucking awful. Also, listeners, this thing is enormous, as in size category, so it fucking takes up 9 spaces on the map. So it's the next size category up from an ogre.
Yeah, this thing kind of doesn't care about what it steps on.
Oh, 7 plus 8.
Ooh. You really made up for the past.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let any harm come to my bros now.
Horse terrifying. A giant chaos spawn seen a million times.
We've seen worse on your shores back home.
Oof.
Alrighty, so we got Kruger at a -0.
Yeah, I guess I could give it a fortune point.
Yeah, dude, you don't want broken conditions.
Yeah. Oh,
Critical success.
0.
Ooh,
I just needed that.
heck yeah.
2 more higher. Perfect.
All right. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Here we go.
Well done.
Alrighty, we are back into it, and we're at Dieter. Dieter, you couldn't see the ooze at first, but you definitely see this lumbering big fucker coming out of the windmill.
Oh yeah, I do. All right.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna make a little space for it. I think I'm gonna kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, can I not fire the crossbow at the same turn as moving?
No, you can move in
Okay.
front.
Oh,
All right,
Yeah,
great.
That's
I'm gonna go.
You're thinking actual Warhammer. You can't move in front.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
yeah.
thank
I
you.
mean, you guys are pretty good at what you do. So
I've seen that so far. All right, I'm gonna take a little cover behind these pumpkins, steady my crossbow on one of the bigger gourds, and just kind of try and line it up. Maybe try and fire into this fucking eye, this monster eye. All right,
Oh,
targeted.
yeah. Dude, it's like William Birkin.
Oh yeah, baby. Plus 10, large target.
It'll do automatically when you target him.
That is so fucking cool, Chris. I don't even know what to say.
I think it's even more because it's ginormous.
Ginormous. Oh, sorry. I should take my cool test.
Oh, that's right, because we got to test fear after we do terror.
Yeah. All right, let me do that.
Yeah, we should all just do that right now.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
Critical success.
yeah, buddy.
I'm
Dude,
gonna use,
nothing's phasing you.
Hold,
use-
stand firm.
gonna use a reroll or something here. What do I have?
A plus
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
A 4. So good.
You're dashing as fuck.
Oh, there
dude.
you go. A 2.
Ooh.
Sheesh.
Dang, boys. Okay.
So yeah, I'll use a fortune or reroll because I lost by quite a bit. It was 7.
Oh my gosh.
Oops.
I mean, you passed the terror test. That's the important one.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, still, I would like to shoot at this thing and not spend, the battle running away from it. All right.
Mm.
After being a cool bounty hunter guy. What we got here? Oh, impressive
worse.
failure.
Not worse.
Well, no, it was -7, I think. All right.
Oh.
I don't think there's anything else I can do at
You
this
can burn
point.
a resilience or a dark deal.
I'll take a dark deal.
Dark deals, boys. You just click on your character name for the roll.
I'm sorry, say again.
You right click on your character name in the roll box,
Okay.
like the same way you would do for the fortune point, and just says take a dark deal to reroll.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my
Oh boy.
god.
I mean, it's getting better, but yeah.
It's getting better every turn.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So you are feared.
Yeah. All right. Well, but that just means I can't get closer to
closer.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fear
I
also
also
gives
thought-
you a -10 to everything.
Oh, motherfucker. All right. Well, I will. Shall I re-roll this?
You can't.
The only other thing you can do is choose what your roll is by burning a resilience point.
No,
would
I
save
mean,
it in case
for
you-
attack, I can still attack.
Oh yeah, it's just you're a -10 because
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're feared.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, here we go. I technically have 11 bolts still. All right,
Oh wow.
here it comes.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
get wrecked. All right, plus 10, 19 damage. Astounding success, despite how afraid I am.
Kyle, I think there's a slightly better song I have for this final fight,
Oh yeah, go for it.
assuming it works, which it's not.
It should eventually pick
There
up.
we go. Oh yeah, see, it's doing that thing again where it's not. Well, you're gonna hit it, Todd. It doesn't get a dodge or anything. So
Okay, so plus 10, so 19 damage.
pretty good for a
Okay.
crossbow.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Although
let's
this,
see.
I would imagine this thing is fairly beefy.
Yeah. So you hit it dead center with the crossbow, Dieter, and where you hit it, a mouth forms and starts to slowly eat the bolt.
Jeez.
Nice.
You
You do get a point of advantage though because you hit it.
You get a point of advantage, and
take
also it does make a sound like it initially hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah,
that means a lot.
I'm here for you, buddy.
Not just feeding it.
Sorry,
crossbow.
Yeah.
can't just face roll everything. I get it. Tasty arrow. So
Alrighty, Milo, you are up.
Yeah. So I'm going to, I guess, charge it with my dagger and sword. Just fucking.
I mean, it worked for the horse.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If this thing hits you, you are gonna get splatted.
I know.
Just keep taking dark deals. It's a one
Yeah.
shot. We'll be
I
fine.
kind of want it to happen just to see how much damage it can do. Like,
It's a one shot. Let's see what happens.
we rarely have halflings or enormous creatures in the game, let alone squaring off mano-y-mano.
Just keep taking dark
Okay.
deals.
So it is a 23 versus 86, so +6.
Alrighty.
Gosh, I forgot to do. I don't actually know if I can do two-handed. No, I can't. So that's I'm just hitting with the sword.
I mean, I don't even. What do I roll, Chris? Melee.
It's a creature, so whatever like weapon it has.
Okay.
I mean, on some creatures it'll just say like weapon, but on others it might say like claw or
Gotcha.
fucking horns
Yeah.
or whatever. So I've never actually had a chaos spawn in the game, so I don't know if they have. What the fuck?
15 damage to the left arm.
4
Wow.
tentacles. That doesn't sound good.
No. Oh shit. Well, that was cool. It's been a good game, boys.
Okay, so that was 15 damage to the left arm.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what happens here.
I mean,
So-
considering the bolt did 19,
Yeah.
and it was like, haha.
So 15 damage to the left arm, or to one of the
The
one of the left
tentacle.
one of the left appendages. You managed to sink your sword into, and it roars at you, and then you notice that the your sword is stuck in, and the wound is licking your sword.
No.
Oh, is this a fucking Slanesh chaos spawn?
Yeah.
Gross.
Unfortunately, this brings us to the chaos
The
spawn's
monster's
turn.
turn.
Oh my.
Do it.
So he is going to stomp forward. And unfortunately, this chaos spawn has 4 different attacks.
As it should be.
Well, I mean, yeah,
This makes
Um,
sense.
2 of which are immediately going to Milo.
Yes.
And the other 2 for the horseman.
God.
So we'll start with poor Milo.
Milo gets yeeted into the next one shot.
So is it calculating all of the bonuses itself, Chris, or should I add stuff?
Should.
Okay.
It
Have I-
should based on the
anything
token
listed
size and
here?
everything. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right. So a +3.
Let's
65,
let's
really?
just see. Well, it's weapon skill 65. So
Yeah.
that's correct. It doesn't have any bonuses to hit, but if Milo, because it's a large creature, it's larger. If you try to block with a weapon, you get negatives to your skill. So dodging is better. Because remember, if you defend in melee, it's -2 success levels. But if you dodge, you don't get any negatives. But when you roll a 93,
Okay, hold on. I want to look at the damage.
yeah.
Yeah.
69? Bro. I'm taking a dark deal.
No, take the damage. You'll be fine.
I'm taking the dark deal. Okay, there we go.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
69! Come on! Nice! It is the Slanesh Chaos spawn.
Wow.
Twice tonight.
So that's a point of advantage for Milo.
I maxed out at 3.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think it's so fucking cool.
So you
Nice
managed to deftly roll and avoid a slamming tentacle. Unfortunately, another one is following right behind.
Yeah.
So listeners and players, so with size modifiers, it multiplies any damage caused by the number of steps larger. So it's multiplying its damage by 3 against you.
That's awesome.
That is so crazy.
Literally one shot. There's no way I survive.
All successful strikes also activate the death blow rule, even if the target survives. Oh, it didn't successfully strike you though. Oh, that's
Well, I
great.
still have to dodge, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Let's go. Critical success.
Oh.
Ooh.
So you are just rolling around this thing. It is 2 steps behind you at all times.
That's very lucky.
It gets bored of you as it can't hit you, and so it lashes out at the horseman.
Gizmodo.
Alrighty, so he's got a +1. He's going to... Oh, shit. No, he's not. He's not going to try and dodge. He cannot handle dodging, so he is going to try and parry with his axe. That looks rough, son. And at a 29,
It's
he
a
gets a +2.
god, just barely.
Oh, what a king.
So he misses the first attack the third tentacle, as it were. And here comes the fourth and final hit of this chaos spawn. Oh, a +0. Oh my. So he could have a chance. He has 1 point of advantage. Ooh.
Oh
A
man, just
+1.
barely again.
And once again, the headless horseman seems to evade this chaos spawn. Kruger, you are up.
So fucking lucky.
Wow. Okay, so now we're kind of embroiled in it a little bit. Although this guy is very big. I might need
Don't
to...
shoot with the blunderbuss. You'll fucking hit somebody else.
Yeah, it don't
With the
really have a
blast.
whole lot of other super great options.
Do you have any other
Wait.
weapons?
I have the pistol, which is...
Yeah, shoot with the
Also
pistol.
blast one,
Pistols are
right?
pretty good. No, pistols don't have blast.
Oh, wait.
Because the blunderbuss is like spread, that's why it has blast. Because it's
Okay.
like a shotgun.
Yeah, it's got the big bell barrel.
Am I going crazy?
Sounds like it.
Trappings. Pistol.
I believe in you.
Oh. It says it on the template, but it also says the pistol is two-handed, so I think the stats may have been muddied. Because it also says it's 8 damage, which is the same as the blunderbuss. So they appear to be identical in stats, at least in my inventory. But yeah, I think
Whoa,
what
that
I
is
would
weird.
do is drop the blunderbuss and pull out the pistol and shoot at him.
You know what it might be?
Have blast.
I know what it is.
Whereas like the shot has...
It's because you're using the same ammunition. Right now you have the blunderbuss ammunition loaded, and that is, I think, what gives it blast.
Oh. Is there a
Yeah.
different...
There
Oh,
should be like I don't know, lead pellet or whatever.
Gotcha.
But a handgun does base damage 9, I believe. Yeah. I'm sorry, pistol. No, pistol is 8. So you could just use it. Just it wouldn't have blast.
Okay, great. It's gonna get mad at me with no ammo. We're just gonna ignore that it says blast here. I don't see any reason not to do that. It doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that automatically.
It's like stuffing shrapnel into the pistol.
Oh wait, what did it do?
Ooh, that is a failure.
Save. Wait, what? Oh, was because it was not. Hold on. Let's do a different roll. One that looks more like this. 64 versus 68? It's still that. Whatever.
What's
I'm
wrong?
gonna it did that as a reloading test because I didn't put I
Oh.
didn't check the loaded. And so it's an opposed reloading test, which doesn't make any sense to me.
It's because you have him targeted, so that's why it's doing opposed.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that's... Yep. So I'm gonna reduce my fortune point by 1
Okay.
and say that was a fortune reroll. And yeah,
Okay.
at +0.
All right, so +0, that's 8 damage to the right leg.
That's not great.
Yeah, so Kruger, you drop the blunderbuss and aim the pistol and shoot it, and it hits this plate of like scaly rock on its leg and ricochets off. And doesn't give it any damage.
You do gain an advantage though, because you did succeed.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't do any damage.
Alrighty, Marathric.
Yeah, I'm gonna help my bros here.
Okay.
We get side by side to the fucking horseman, shoulder to shoulder,
Back to back.
back to back, brother. And I will strike at the creature with my spirit magic helmet. Do I have this thing targeted? Whoops. I just took myself off initiative. My bad. There it is.
Uh-oh.
I took the spawn off initiative. Fight. Die, creature. That's pretty good. +8.
All right.
And I got a hack, so I can start cutting through his probably shit tons of armor he has.
He will tentacle.
No. Oh, +4. Okay,
Alrighty.
13 damage. That's not great.
13 to the right arm. You do some cutting. There does seem to be like bubbling pustules and like
Oh,
this
okay.
horrible sizzling liquid coming out of where you hit it.
If our attacks are actually doing 0 damage, unless it has a special rule, attacks normally do at least 1 minimum damage,
Okay,
even if it has like a shit ton of damage reduction. So,
gotcha.
okay, so then headless horseman would be next.
Okay,
Let me update
So
the spawns initiative here.
let's see. He is going to you watch as the horseman grabs from around his shoulder. He has tied a bunch of these skulls together, or these jack-o'-lanterns together. And he is going to use his turn to try and swing and hook them around the different various appendages of this thing.
Oh yeah, get those ranged weapons ready. It's gonna be like Jaws. Smile, you son of a bitch.
Alrighty, so here is his throw.
Nice.
And with a 19, that's a +6. He manages to throw this like bolo of smoking jack-o'-lanterns and tangles it betwixt all of these like claws and pincers on the top of this chaos spawn, and these smoking jack-o'-lanterns are just kind of lazily dangling off of this thing now. And as the horseman does that, you can hear him speak to you, Marathric, and he says, "Aim for the smoke."
I'll shout, especially to the companions, "Hit the pumpkins! Shoot her!"
All right.
How many movie
Deep,
quotes can we squeeze into one fight?
I was gonna say we've almost got all of them. We need one from Alien.
Let's rock!
They mostly come out at night. Mostly.
Get your hands
Dieter.
off her, you bitch!
Oh, there you go. Yeah, come on, Dieter, do it.
Is it me?
Hell yeah, it's you.
Yes, sir.
All right. What was our rule for reloading?
You have to make a ranged
Range test for it.
Just make an attack with the weapon, and it'll do a reload test.
Oh,
Don't target the creature though, because it'll try to do an opposed test.
okay. Cool. Coming up. +1 marginal success.
What's the reload on the crossbow?
It was reload 1.
Okay, then
I'm
you have
okay.
reloaded.
I made
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Very good. All right. Target the creature. I'm gonna aim for the pumpkins. Should I? Do you want me to still target the beast?
Are you trying to
Trying
go
to hit
for
the pumpkins to yeah.
Yeah, so we'll say that's kind of like a called shot or like a small target, right?
Yeah, called shots are -20.
Okay. Yeah, so if you want to do that,
did you do your fear test this round to see if you get over your fear?
That would be helpful.
Yeah,
Let's
do that first.
'cause I
your
don't
cool
need
test.
that extra one. Just cool test.
Oh, 100. Nice. You're so good. at this
Sick. Oh
game.
my god. This is no bueno. All right. Well, I'll use another one of my fortune points reroll.
I was gonna say, Dieter, you pee your pants.
I just a little bit. It's all right. It happens. It's normal.
It is a chaos spawn.
It's a chaos spawn, yeah.
Bro, that yeah. I mean,
Oh,
So
critical fail.
Ooh.
And then can
You shit
use-
yourself.
I use is it resilience or resolve to bump it? Can I?
You can actually burn a point of resolve to be immune to psychology for a turn.
Oh fuck yeah, we're doing that. All right. Steel yourself.
Or
All
actually,
right.
you can also use it to remove a condition. So you could remove the fear condition.
All right, I'm gonna do that. Let's do that.
More sense.
All right, and now I'm going to attack this thing with a. I'll add a -10 for small.
-20 for called shot.
20, sir. Called shot. Hard roll. Here it comes.
Boom. Well, that looks pretty good.
Oh yeah. +7.
Damn.
16 damage. See, I can do damage. I just can't do anything else. All right.
Okay.
And that was on
really,
the pump.
That's a really good shot.
Alrighty, so 16 damage. You nail one of the pumpkins, and upon doing so, the liquid inside spills out and begins to set ablaze. And so slowly, this chaos spawn starts to be on fire.
Excellent. It's a good thing for
So
it to be.
you've successfully smashed one. There's 3 more that are
God.
that are in there that could be also hit. So
Okay.
and yeah, he is obviously not happy being on fire now and roars unappreciatively.
Okay.
Or where that came from.
Am
Alrighty.
I able to target one of them as well with melee attacks or no?
Yes, if you wanted to try and melee it, if you wanted to clamber onto this thing, you could give it a shot. I will let you know it is on fire now.
Hmm.
Do you have anything you can throw at one of the pumpkins?
I have a dagger. Can I throw a dagger?
Yeah.
All right. So we're at
Like
-20.
Chain reaction going here.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Oh,
4.
Oh, wow.
Sad.
All right. So, rolling a 4, you toss this dagger deftly, and you manage to slice through one and hit the chain of the other, causing 2 of them to burst onto this thing and into its like open maw, whatever that is. And as it seeps down, this roar turns into this sizzling gurgle, and you see this putrid, like, dark red smoke start to billow out of the inside of this maw. And this thing is slashing around left and right. Milo, Marathric, and the headless horseman are gonna need athletics tests.
dodge.
Yo.
Throw
94.
myself to the ground.
We're gonna dark deal that.
Duck and roll.
+1.
Oh, no.
Alrighty. Ooh, fuck. So as this thing is like just stomping around, swinging wildly, clawing itself to get the fire off of it, and unbeknownst to itself, it is spreading the fire around its own body. All the appendages are kicking in the air. It stomps forward, and you watch as one of its mighty legs just cracks and covers the headless horseman. And as it kind of moves off to the side, the horseman is no more.
No!
It's been
Man.
crushed under the weight of this flailing on fire chaos spawn, who is starting to belch up more flame and is setting the wood around the windmill on fire.
Whatever, he's a ghost. He'll be back.
I don't think he's
As
a
the-
ghost.
Yeah. Marathric and Milo are out of the way of this thing, and as it starts to stumble backwards, it smashes itself into the side of the windmill, and you can see the structure start on fire. And now would probably be a good time to get down this hill.
Is the horseman like? I mean, I don't. Can we actually tell if he's dead or just like, I don't know, quote unquote unconscious?
You would have time to take his body with you, but nothing seems to be moving. His armor is crumpled like inward.
I mean, yeah, I think we'd want to drag him back. I would at least to
Yeah.
like, see if we could figure out what the fuck's going on here. So yeah, I'll drag him.
Yeah. So as you all start to run from this structure that's just become a light, it starts to teeter as the chaos spawn like ruin the foundation of the side of the windmill. And as it roars in agony, still on fire, the windmill collapses on top of it. And all is silent.
Damn.
R.I.P. my guy.
Yeah, I mean, is there actually like a dude in the armor, or is it hollow?
So, as you're a safe distance away and you regard your friend, your ally in this fight, you take off the front part of the armor, and inside is the body of a man with no head on top. There's a clear healed over wound where the neck used to be, but in its stomach there's an odd flap of skin, and when you pull it back, there's another smaller head embedded in the stomach of this man.
Is it his? Can we tell? Was it a severed head, or is it like a mutant? Like,
What you can tell is this definitely is a mutated human. Like, there's no the reason the head is there. There's no other explanation than there must be something wrong with this person.
other than the fact that he's running around with no head. Does he have anything else on him other than the axe?
He has. Let's see. He has like writings. One of the writings is in a small parchment, and it's signed Friedwort, and it says, for Ute I died, and for Ute he'll kill. The whispering voice I hear at night, my secret brother. My arm is yours, brother. Cleave who I could not.
A sad end.
Indeed.
And as the smoke billows up into the sky, the night of Hexennacht is over. You've stopped a cult from doing more damage that could have destroyed this town of Hallt by summoning this chaos spawn. And you kind of wonder to yourself, I hope we get these contracts fulfilled.
Fucking fingers crossed, me.
Mila's like, I forgot to add the chaos spawn clause in there.
Yeah.
Never considered the chaos spawn. We're never getting the extra money for this. We'll take it out of the fucking Collateral damage clause.
Wow.
In the windmill there.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
that was the tale
head to
of
tail.
Hell Rides to Halt.
I really like that, man. That's a good scenario.
Yeah, well done.
Kyle, all your characters were amazing. They were all very distinct, and I loved listening to all of them, especially the one I suspected was Large Marge.
Dude, thank you. Fuck. I really
I
want
didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, I know where he's going with this.
on a night like this one.
I was laughing so hard I turned off my mic because I didn't want to be annoying.
Perfect. Yeah.
No, fantastic job, Kyle. Like I said, it did not even seem like this was your first time running a game, so well done. I caught a few tricks you did there. I really liked it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this scenario was really cool. I mean, with the technical difficulties at the start, it was going to be shortened anyway, but looking at, there's so much rich side things you can do in this that it was kind of it was difficult to hit everything and kind of get everything sort of answered or investigated. So if you guys had any questions, I could try and answer them.
Well, I think we need to kind of cut it short since we've gone over
Oh, yeah.
bit here already. It's late, but yeah, listeners, this could easily last probably 2 sessions. I've read through it once. It's been a while, but I do know there's a lot of investigative parts that you can really get into. So if you're looking for a fun scenario, this is definitely it seems like a cool one with a lot going on. So yeah, well done, Kyle. Absolutely fantastic. Definitely have to have you back in the pilot's chair because this was great. So that's all we've got for you tonight, folks. We will be back next week to play some Zombicide Chronicles. I'll be back in the GM's chair to finish off our Halloween spectacular with some good old-fashioned zombies. So if you like Slice and Dice's action or you like the Zombicide board game, come on by and check that out. And if you want more Warhammer, check out our Patreon for our new Warhammer campaign that's starting up next month. Well, it'll be in October by the time you hear it. So that's all we got for tonight. So we will see you next time, same same place,